only problem I'm facing right now, there's a couple of problems I'm facing right now. One is that at the old apartment in our storage unit, water got in and damaged a couple of boxes, and there were like books that got messed up. Uh,
That
so they're all sitting
sucks.
out and drying out. But I think there's some mold growing in a couple. We got to try to hopefully take care of. But it smells like musty books right now, and not a good way. And then we had a painter come and paint the place. So now we got like this weird musty book paint smell. It's just like my head feels amazing. I can see through time, which will help for today.
It
Uh,
will.
but yeah, so I'm in the office room that we have, the second bedroom, and it's at the very end of the apartment, so I will not be bothering my girlfriend at all. But I also like cannot hear anything from over here. And I cannot do like before I could run to the kitchen and still hear what you guys are doing. If I run to the kitchen, I'm gone.
You're gone. You're in the dark.
So I'm bad about having the group take a break. I would like to get better about it, so feel free to ask for a break partway through.
I may have to at this point now to go get like something. Yeah.
Just
I love my old place. It was so compact. I could do anything and hear anything.
just send me a little whisper, you know, 8:30, 9ish, whatever, about halfway through. Just say, hey, when we get to a stopping point, let's take a break.
We'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Or if you need it beforehand.
Like right now, for instance.
Like, not right now because I want to get started.
Me too. Me too.
So, last time, I'm going to do the previously on this time because we had a short session last time and a couple weeks in between. Last time, when we came back after a very long break, you found yourselves flung into the future in the capital of Galaron City. You met up with Tira's younger brother, who is now her older brother, and two of his associates, a reincarnated Padma
Glad she's alive.
and a strange elf named Elric. As Tira's brother was beginning to tell you what was happening in the world, about the apocalypse that had happened while you were gone, about the horrible plagues, the armies conquering nations, you were pulled into this strange temple, fortress, and you started to explore. You encountered some of what Elric referred to as the Hollow, but for the most part, the places you went within this building were empty. And you only found ruin and that is until you encountered a strange halfling who was injured and seemingly out of his mind, but gave you to believe that this place might have the ability to send you back to your proper time. However, at the moment, the mechanism for doing so is broken. And he told you you need to recover 2 portal gems and 1 large control gem. There are not any within the temple currently, but you have, you believe, temporal coordinates. If you can adjust the mechanisms within the temple, you believe you can travel back in time to a point where the temple has the control crystals you need. You took a long rest with the strange halfling who introduced himself as Al. And that's where we're going to pick up. But before we do, I am going to try and clear up some confusion. If you scroll down to the bottom of the map,
Aha.
this is what I'm going to do is reveal to you the places here that you have explored. So this was the entrance chamber with the two portals. One which was inactive, the other which showed a still scene of Tira's brother in the tavern. And there was also a strange cistern of water. And to the north, some stairs. You went north through the stairs into a room with several columns. One column was broken, had broken through the wall. My map making skills are not that great, so I don't have the extra room that it revealed on this map. But it revealed essentially a room that led back to that first room and showed some arrow slits. You've also found a secret door to the left that led this way. And then there was also a door here. That's my measuring tool. Here. Oh, and a statue. Let's see. Statue.
Brian, I appreciate you putting so much work into this map.
Yes.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Thank you for making that.
Oh,
I almost imagined it just like this, except I imagined the column room for some reason as an octagon.
You know, I also thought that.
there are lots of octagons on the map, but the column room was not one.
Mine was more rectangular.
For some reason, I remember there being like a balcony ledge, but I think I just made that up.
There was. Ooh, I did miss one thing. Let's see. We had a statue.
That looked like something was to be placed.
In its palm.
Did I pick something up? I don't remember. No, I
We've been
didn't.
picking things up.
And then there was a dragon skull. Let's see. Skull.
My notes for the first session are awful, Tony.
Gonna be honest with you, I didn't write anything down because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I took some notes.
There we go.
But
There was a dragon skull over an arch of bones over this doorway to the south. Okay. I knew I missed a couple
Okay.
things. Okay. So, off to the west, there was an alcove and a hallway leading north and south. The south direction led to another large room that led down to a hallway that led back to that first room and more arrow slits. To the north is where you encountered 3 of the Hollow and fought them. Well, you actually tricked them into chasing you back around into the room with the columns. Then you continued your way north into a larger room. And this place is all dusty and dirty and just everything is ruined and decrepit. Then here was a long hallway with several rooms coming off of it.
This place is huge.
And now seeing it, I feel like we explored a lot more than I thought we did.
Yeah, well, it's easy to get turned around, I think.
It is. And also, I'm not always the best at describing. So then there was a largish room that just had some broken furniture in it and some stairs leading up. Then we had another little open doorway that led to a kitchen area, you assumed, because there was a fireplace.
I remember that.
Then to the north is where you saw the first of these strange winches.
Aha.
And off to the east is where you saw this strange hole in the floor.
Somehow I pictured it smaller. I don't know why.
Objects may not be drawn to scale.
Objects in the mirror
matters.
are larger than they appear.
I mean, it can be as large as it needs to be, but
And when you fell through, you figured out that you could go through the floor, through the hole in the floor, and fall to other floors above you, as it appeared to be some kind of portal, elevator, magical conveyance.
science.
Yes.
Yeah, science.
You did not explore any further on this floor.
That is true.
Yeah, I think we jumped immediately to the third.
You did.
Yeah.
So we are going to jump to the third.
Oh, Brian, you made maps for every floor. That's a lot of maps.
So I want you to think about this. You're going to be traveling in time.
That's a
So
lot
it's
of
a
maps.
multiple effect.
right.
Blah, 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 blah. Words are hard.
So you then came through into this top area in where the hole in the floor was, and decided to go west. Where you found a room with a strange globe. This is a crystal globe in a wooden frame.
It's a time traveling device.
And when you focused on it, you were able to see some of the other rooms, and especially rooms with winches and rooms with some strange crystal mirrors in them. And then to the north was where you met Al in another one of these strange winch rooms. Ta-da!
We did it. We explored this whole area thoroughly.
And now we're back in the past.
No.
All right, I tried.
You tried. So what I'm gonna do? Let's see. We got a Tira, we got an Elric,
It's me.
we got a Leona, and a Peric, and a Jacob.
But what about
More.
the most important?
But what about
Yes.
my...
Dog.
behind me.
He licks your face.
Oh.
I like to think the only thing that can pierce Jacob's cowl of nothingness is a good boy tongue.
Yes.
Oh, my cowl's only weakness.
And he is a truly good boy. Because he's part celestial now. He's the one true good boy.
You're ruining my bad boy image. I am the knight.
We've all seen the picture of the tiny bat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a visionary bat slap from behind me. Very tiny.
That's Jacob's spirit animal.
It sounds like just a rusty cabinet opening.
Tiny bat.
I don't think I made. No.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Wow.
What?
What is this?
Oh, you tried to paste a URL.
Yeah. Google did not like that.
No.
You fool.
You've cursed us all.
And that's what the JPEG looks like.
Yeah.
I expected ones and zeros.
We were lied to all this time.
Just a second. Sorry, I'm looking for one more thing. I'm super prepared as usual.
It's okay. So what was our plan again? We were going to go and find the other...
Yeah.
Or we
You gotta
going...
turn the 6 dials to 52, 83, 73, 56, 74, 47.
Okay,
But
yeah.
we need something to power the machine still, right?
No.
No. There's one that's external and there's one that's internal, right? That's
Yes.
what yeah.
So, hang on just a second. Sorry.
But there was a problem? Like,
There's a problem
So-
with the one that's external, but not with the one that's internal.
Correct.
So we're turning the time here back to these coordinates to get the things to turn time elsewhere back to our time. Right?
I'm going to be relying a lot on you guys tonight.
All right. So, Alric, who I'm using a temp token for because apparently I did not make a token for him. After your long rest, he seems a little better, but not totally well. He seems, though, like he has come back to his senses a little bit.
Okay, that's good.
And I just want to make sure that, of course, I can't see anything. Hang on. Sorry. So I'm having a weird issue where when I add a new token, it's not letting me edit the token unless I reload the page.
That's fine.
Oh, that sounds inconvenient.
Mm-hmm. So, Ulrich, after he wakes up, he looks around, and he nods at all of you, and he says, "I'm sorry that I was a little out of sorts yesterday, but I'm a little better today. I think I'm connected to this place somehow.
Meaning you can't leave?
Meaning, while it's broken, I am too."
Oh. That doesn't sound good.
And you can kind of see through his shirt that he's got some wounds that are not healing. And
sorry, go ahead.
they're kind of oozing a little bit.
Now, this is so far beyond me. I think it's safe to assume, though, that fixing him wouldn't fix this place. He's being affected by it, not the other way around.
Correct.
Okay.
That is a valid assumption.
All right. Well, we just fix the place and then you'll be fixed.
I hope so. We. So this place, it exists outside of time. I don't know if I was clear on that. But when you focus it, like when you set the temporal coordinates that you have, you can travel through the central room to this same place at another time. It's complicated.
Yes.
So I can, and he sort of stands up and leans heavily on the central console here, and he presses a couple of crystals, and all of you feel a little sort of tickle in your head.
What was that?
And he says, it's similar to a wizard spell called telepathic bond. We can all talk to each other now throughout the whole temple.
Very practical.
Yeah, that'll be pretty useful. I wish I knew how to do that.
And when you go backwards in time, I won't be able to talk to you anymore. I don't know if the numbers will work for coming back. I think you need to make sure you find a good set for coming back.
And where can we find such a set?
It looked like there was a library on the first floor. It's ruined here, but the coordinates you have are going to send you back about 600 years. Hopefully it'll still be there then.
And they would have coordinates to send us back now.
I don't see why not.
Why not? Yeah, I suppose we can make this work. Well, we don't have much of a choice anyways, do we?
And Perrick looks at all of you and he says, I'll stay here with him, make him get a little better. And y'all holler, and he sort of taps the side of his head. He says, and I'll come running if you need me.
Sounds good.
Yes. And you let us know if something happens here too, so we can come and help you.
I will.
Good.
Put the emergency brake on.
And Alric will explain to you that he didn't have a lot of time to explore, that some of the hollow followed him here. But he almost sort of understands the layout of the place. He thinks that the winches are on the top and bottom floor, and that all the energy gets focused in the middle of the middle floor.
Okay.
But that's the best he can do.
And does he know how many floors there are total?
3.
Okay, so the winches are here in the first floor, and then on the second floor is the doodad.
That's what he thinks.
And do you know which winches are associated to which set of numbers?
He says, no, I don't, but there's a readout by each winch you can see, and he tunes the sphere in the center of the room to show you every winch.
Aha.
And he says, so when you turn the winch, you can see which numbers change.
It's fair enough. So we clear this floor first, and then we go to the first, and then we clear that one, and then we go to the middle.
Sounds like a plan.
Excellent. So this way, and I'll point to. I guess did we set the first winch that we saw in the Norton room? No, we did not.
I
I
don't,
don't think
I
so.
don't believe you did.
All right. Well, let's start with what we know, and I will make my way towards the winch that is up there.
Okay.
And just try to figure out and set it to the proper number.
Okay. So, with all of you in the room, you're able to. It doesn't take a check or anything. If there was only like one or two of you, I would make you do a strength check to see how long it takes to turn the winch. But with all of you, you're able to turn it quickly enough. It only takes a few moments of effort, and you're able to turn. And you see that notes. Sorry. Yeah, this turns the last two digits.
Okay.
of the
So we,
readout.
so we put it to 47.
Okay. All right. And then, which way would you like to go?
You said you wanted to go left, right?
Yeah. I mean, we already know what's to the right. So, logical.
Okay. When you go this way, you don't hear any movement or anything, and you hadn't heard any previously during your long rest. You find another room. This one, likewise, empty. The south wall is covered with some bizarre creation of metal rods. They're with glass panes and globes and ancient symbols.
Like a stained glass window?
No, it looks like a mechanism of some kind, but it doesn't look like it's complete.
All right. I'm going to call that a time map for now.
Did the basin that was weird in the first room in any way resemble the sphere here?
No, it looked like. Make a history check.
Da 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 da. I didn't take history because I wanted Jacob to do it for me. Do my homework, Jacob.
You nerd.
It looked a little bit like traditional entryways where they leave out a basin for people to wash themselves when they arrive.
Okay. That's interesting.
It's hard to tell, though. Everything is rotted and decrepit, and there was nothing else around that might indicate, like, towels or soaps or anything like that.
Yeah, Al ain't looking so good. Suppose they'll like to open this door, Brian?
Yeah. By the way, Pantouf can fit through all of these corridors without
Good.
squeezing. He is mostly floof.
He is mostly floof. Adorable, good floof.
A fluffy Irish wolfhound.
I like the way it looks like he has a collar. Fur collar.
Yes. It looks like he would give the best dog hugs. Just like.
He looks
It
like
looks
you would go
like-
to sleep on a couch and you'd wake up with him on top of you and you'd be like sweating furiously.
It looks like dog hugs is something you would have to brace yourself for, or else you're going down.
Probably.
Yeah.
But you could hug it back. And there would be like lots of places for hugs. Because he's huge.
Yeah. He's a walking dog.
And full of food.
Okay.
I think that we need to take 5 minutes so that everyone can scritch the dog. And then we can move on.
I
I
think
assumed that most of the long rest was scritches.
That's accurate.
Therapy dog.
Pantoof is the mobile
Yes.
pillow that we need.
Correct.
Okay. So what would you like to do?
There's a door, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna open it unless somebody wants to like listen and be careful. I'm all for just opening doors willy nilly.
I don't mind opening doors willy-nilly. You lead the way.
Okay, if you guys are going to be opening doors willy-nilly, I need some passive perceptions.
10.
I'm an elf, so I am proficient. That means I have a 14. Hey, that's actually better than I thought it was.
Mine's 15.
Okay.
Pontouf's is like 30. Come on.
Let's see what Pantoof has. No, I don't think that he has anything particular about it. No, he's just as perceptive as I am, which is 10. He's very persuasive, though. It's one
He has
hell of a
advantage
puppet.
on like sniffing out food though that's fallen underneath the couch.
He is.
Okay.
He has the sleight of snout skill for stealing stuff. I taught him how to steal.
Sleight of snout.
It's good wordplay. I know. I like it too.
And stop laughing. I'm gonna proceed forward. I'm sorry.
It's all Brian.
You, yeah, so these stairs lead down. And there is a corridor leading south.
All right.
Southward or down. Really, I'm with the party.
South is good. We can-
I just realized I probably can't see.
Well, we'd have torches. Oh, and I realized that I was wrong last time because I forgot. But my elm only lights up when there are undead, and I activate my restraining order. So I need a torch for the rest.
Okay.
But I have plenty because I have all the items in
Are-
triplicates.
All the undead ex-boyfriends.
I like to imagine so. It's like Scott Pilgrim versus the World, but with undead exclusively.
Did she kill all these people?
You thought Victoria was
You'll never
bad.
know.
They didn't notice her haircut. What was she supposed to do? Let them live?
Yeah, it's just like he looked at me wrong. What was I supposed to do? Just
There was only one choice.
Just a minute.
I live in a world of absolutes. Not unlike a Sith.
He looked at me funny. There was a stain on your shirt. He had to die. I'm sorry. He should have been more specific with his looks.
He should have. But he explained, I don't care.
They all try to explain it.
it.
Who's carrying the torch?
I can. I don't mind. I will have the torch.
Okay. All right. There's a door ahead of you. And you do hear, as you approach, the sound of movement in the room.
Okay, I'll make some kind of hand. Do we have a hand signal for movement?
Yes, I think that we
What
should
is it?
have.
I
It's
do
a
have
hand
hand
signal. It's the
For
end. It's
movement.
the end signal for movement.
I'd make the hand signal for movement.
God, you're bad at role playing. Jeez.
Okay.
It looks just like this.
Yes, precisely.
So hard to do that, though. How do I get my wrist to bend that way?
Practice.
I got floppy wrists. I open this door.
Do you kick it? Do you want to carry the
No,
torch?
I don't want Al to be hurt anymore. I open the door gently.
Okay.
I feel like we fuck up one of the
Break
doors
the
and
door.
one of his bones breaks.
No,
Jeez.
so what he meant, and he would have probably explained it a little better, is that the broken crystals were affecting him.
Oh,
He's not physically the building.
Right.
I misunderstood. I will open the door still carefully because this is a door and not some kind of kickboard.
Okay. Just a
Opportunities.
Wait, it's
This,
not. You're early, you son of a bitch.
this is like the sound that precedes Silent Hill going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's the one with the
new
weird
air raid.
nurses.
It's the new air raid, Siren.
No more klaxons, just cuckoo clocks.
That clock, you're making me look like a fool.
Well, we are time traveling, so I feel like it's appropriate that it seems a little off.
Yeah, when we use the portal, that's what we hear.
Yeah. It's every time we spin the winch. It's just like
That's terrifying.
Okay. So, what are you doing? Sorry.
Open the
We are
door.
going in silent.
Are you going in silently? I need stealth rolls.
Oh, yeah.
If you just thrown open the door,
We're throwing open the door, throwing a flashbang, closing the door, waiting 6 seconds, then we're kicking it in and saying, police.
It's
We
gonna be
have a
close to
flashlight?
that, but we only have a torch, so we'll open the door, throw a torch, and then enter, screaming police. It's not gonna be as efficient.
I did very well.
I did not do
I
well.
also did
Ow.
very-
We've got a variety of.
okay.
I didn't even know I was proficient in stuff.
All right. Leona very quietly opens the door.
Toofle is ready.
All right. I'm
I
going to
rolled
have some
first, but
initiatives
yours is
happen.
worse. It was all Tira's fault.
Bum, bum,
Can we just rename him Pomfloof already?
Humfloof.
I was thinking that too.
No, it's Spatouf.
I like how you humored it for so long.
You can call him that when he's not listening, but he's very peculiar about his name. Yeah, it's a trait that we share. Speaking of that, I got called Emma today in an email, and I'm just like, where do you go from Emily to Emma? People, I don't understand you, or your logic, or your lack of respect.
Was it Paula?
It's better than a
No,
meal.
it's not Paula. Yes,
Can I-
but it's just basic reading abilities, people.
I got
It's
Mark.
like using Outlook.
So
Mark?
Whatever, use
from
Outlook.
Larry?
for my teacher, she looked at me and she looked at the paper, looked at me, and said Mark, and I'm like, that was blatantly just mean.
Speaking of which, Mark, can you roll initiative?
Oh yes.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And from now on, Larry was Mark.
I did not hit her. I
What
did
have
not.
done?
God, he says that in such a weird way.
Okay.
Oh, hi.
You very quietly open the door.
Those shadow dogs. Oh, that is a
Oh.
big shadow dog.
That
Brian,
is
I
a
don't
big
want-
shadow dog.
I want to see
The big shadow dog seems to be sniffing through some broken furniture.
Okay. He doesn't seem to have noticed us yet, which is good. Choices. I don't want to block the path, but at the same time, I'm not ready for a tete-a-tete with this shadow dog. So I am going to shoot it, I think. This is what I do, right? How do we play this game again? Any chance that I get sneak attack if he did not notice me?
As you start to draw back your bow, it lifts its head and turns to look at you.
All right. Well, fine, puppy. I'm gonna show you what a real dog looks like in like just a few turns. But for now, I am going to shoot it twice. It's gonna be simple, and it's gonna look like this: 1 and 2.
Both will hit. That is magical piercing damage. That is good.
And yeah, I'm gonna tell Pontouf to sick him, boy. And also, I will duck because he needs some room to move.
All right.
And unless maybe because I do want to clear the path. I don't want to be in the way. Could I?
So you're not going to be able to squeeze past Pontouf.
Okay.
You're going to have to move forward, not back. If you want to clear the way for Pontouf.
I guess that won't work. Because I don't want to be in the front. I will just stay here in this case and just...
Tira, you did say you were going to show him a dog. It would be unkind if you didn't move forward and protect me.
Well, Leona's there for that. Let's see how it goes. He's going to have the surprise next turn. You'll be fine, Jacob. We'll protect you. Also, I don't want to be alone with it. Have you seen it? It looks terrifying. It's full of spikes.
It's a point of view.
That's going to be my turn for now. Oh, well, you know what? I am a rogue. I can do this, and I have not used my bonus action. So I am going to try to hide again. Boom, bitch. All my 20s right there.
Good!
You literally have nowhere to hide.
I hide behind Jacob.
Okay. You duck behind Jacob. Sort of like hold him in front of you.
I just pictured the helm's feather just right above Jacob's head.
Yep.
This is the opposite of what I asked for.
It is the creature's turn. It turns and looks at all of you. Elric, you are familiar with this sound. As it inhales, you see its ribcage double in size.
God damn it.
And a strange purplish light in between its ribs. As then the ribs contract and it exhales in a line.
Of course it
shit.
does.
It's a charge and it's laser.
Yep. I need Leona, Jacob, and Tira to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay.
This is
See,
what I was born for.
well, even if I moved forward, you would still have gotten it.
Oh, man.
Oh, that is
Okay.
terrible.
Leona succeeds.
I almost took spider climbing as a spell. I was so close.
So I now need Jacob and Tira to make Constitution saving throws.
Jeez. Okay.
He said it's not good
This is
business,
the
brother.
wrong place for
Oh,
you.
why am I rolling so terribly?
You blew it on that stealth roll.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
man.
it's okay. I'm okay. I don't know, actually.
Okay.
This is how it ends, isn't it?
We'll be together, Jacob. It's gonna be okay.
I can't feel my legs.
No, you can't, as both of you are a line of purplish black energy crackles down this hallway. You both take 39 necrotic damage. Leona, you take 19. And Tira and Jacob are both stunned for 1 round.
I think I'm resistant to necrotic. I have to check something.
Ah,
Also,
ow.
I think at
my
later levels, you're resistant.
Oh, Brian, is this thing considered a dragon? It's a weird question.
It
I ask that
is-
all the time, 3 times a day at least.
No, I have advantage breath weapons of dragons. That's weird.
Okay, good to know.
I did not think this was that, considering it looks like a dog porcupine.
It looks corrupted.
It certainly does. It's
But
good art too. Where did
it
you
is
find
going
that?
to sort of hunch down and growl at all of you, but not move forward.
Now, I wanted Pantouf to get in there and just, be a cool, awesome dog, but he's not going to be able to jump over us, is he?
Probably not. He's going to have trouble getting past all of you.
Would he be able to, reach over Elric and grab Tira by the scruff of the neck and pull her backwards, maybe?
Let me take a quick look at his sheet. I want to see something.
Okay.
We were level 9, right?
Yeah.
Level 9? Did I say 9?
Yeah,
Yeah?
Awesome.
that's what I have.
I had 8 in my brain for some reason all day today. 9
So
is even better. That means I can really cut loose.
Would be.
So, I'll say he can hold his action to do that until Elric moves.
Okay. I guess it's not like he's going to be able to move anywhere anyways, and unlike Tira, he can't shoot anybody. So he's going to hold his action to do just that,
Okay.
because he's a good boy.
All right. And it is Leona's turn.
So I have my stuff drawn already.
Mm-hmm.
Move forward, and I'm going to make an attack, bro.
As you
Looks
move
like-
forward, you see that the creature is actually on a leash.
Uh-oh.
I did not notice that man had a puppy.
So that man looks like he's wearing the same equipment, and he looks very similar to the 3 men you fought when you first arrived.
Oh, so he's a hollow.
Yes, he is not nearly as impressive as the icon looks.
That's disappointing because he looks fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, well, he is pretty fucking awesome. But Scalemar,
Stab his dog.
when you slash into this dog, Scalemar says, "I've never encountered what this is new."
Oh god, he's vibrating. Brian!
He's excited.
He's vibrating. When I hit, I'll use a moving command to call Elric forward. He can move half his speed.
Okay.
I would really like to, but I literally cannot move through the difficult terrain that is my allies.
What your speed
Can
is?
you not?
Your speed is 30, right?
Yeah.
So you can 10, 15.
Okay. If it's okay with you, I will do it. I cannot see.
Okay.
To roll these manually to enter the thing. That 8 is added to the damage for a total of 19. I'll make a second attack.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to do, Brian.
The second attack does not hit. As you just sort of slash along the creature, breaking off a couple of spines, and Scalemar is like, but that would have, for a normal. Oh.
Oh,
It is Elric's turn.
he's going to love this.
What was that? I'm sorry. Tira was going to say something. Oh, yes. Pantouf can use his held action.
Can he bring her behind him?
Yes, he can pull you all the way.
Whoa.
No, stop moving.
Sorry.
There we
I
go.
broke it.
There we go. Okay.
And then he's gonna lick her face just once to make sure she's okay. She doesn't look great right now.
Okay.
All right. So what do I know about this creature? You said it
You
sounded.
You know that these are called hollow drake. and that they are corrupted dragons, much as the foot soldiers are corrupted dragonborn.
Okay.
These are, you know that there's a form of dragon that are often tamed and kept as like keep guardians, like watch drakes. These are those. They never grow large enough or old enough to become full dragons, right? But they're
Right.
related to dragons, and these are the corrupted hollow forms.
It's a little meta. Do I think it is resistant to magical attacks?
You would have experience with knowing that it shakes off spells and magical effects quite handily.
But
Meta, it has resistance to saving throws.
well, does it have a resistance to weapon attacks?
No.
Okay. I will come over here and flank the man who has the chain.
Mm-hmm.
And I will draw my weapon as I start my blade song. When I do, the blade begins to just make this sound almost like a tuning fork that is low and vibrant. And I will slash at this man twice. And I made 70 macros, and I no longer know what any of them are. I will slash. And it rings out with music as it strikes into him.
How pretty. Oh, yeah.
Oh, excellent.
And that is my turn.
Both hit. I would like you to roll a D100.
Nice.
I think so.
As you crit and you feel the magic of your song reverberate, you feel like you can perhaps piggyback on this with, say, a cantrip of some sort.
I will do so. Green Flame Blade probably is too strong. How about just Toll the Dead?
Okay. I think it's nice and thematic, especially given...
Oh, yeah, the music just turns into, like, Whom the Bell Tolls.
As the bells toll along with your song, turning it even more dolorous and mournful, as his hollow form rings.
Well, that was cool. Thank you. That's my turn.
So much music.
Jacob, you are stunned until the end of your turn.
Ugh.
And now it is this gentleman's turn.
I don't know if he would qualify as a gentleman between you and me, because he doesn't seem to train his Drake very well.
He is going to step here. And he is likewise going to inhale
Oh shit, you do it too.
and exhale. I need Elric, Leona, and Jacob to make dexterity saving throws. Jacob fails.
I also
Oh.
fail.
'Cause
Oh, I
he's-
can't even see the guy. Damn it.
Thank you, Pantoufle. You are a good boy.
Everybody fails.
Wow. Not good.
Actually, I might have something for it.
This is not our lucky day.
And con save to follow it
You
up.
know what?
No.
I'll add a D8 to mine.
Oh,
We're
So is
really
that
good at offense, though.
yeah. And I'm hiding. Just
Okay. As it exhales this freezing, just the first one, the 25. this freezing cold, black void extends from its body and then retreats.
I will absorb elements that because I only have like 60 health. I am just a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
You only have 60, I have 75.
So as I figure out how that works. There we go. Cool.
Okay.
Take a spell slot away. That's a turn.
That was his turn. Tira, you are now unstunned.
I am?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Ow!
Jacob takes
Sorry.
25 cold damage.
Sorry, yes, I'm down.
Okay.
No.
I'm sorry.
Is
Oh.
my unstunnedness at the end of my turn?
Mm-mm.
At the starting?
Yeah, it was. You were stunned for. Wait, did you? You had a turn.
I had the turn before I got stunned, so I haven't.
So you are still stunned.
Okay, that's what
You-
I figured.
You're
as
stunned
much
for
as
one.
I don't like it.
One turn. Yep.
As much as I don't like it.
So
that's
it
what I
is the
figured.
creature's turn. Let's see if its breath recharges.
Please not.
That is a 5. Its breath recharges.
Oh.
So it is going to.
Wait, is Jacob dead?
He's down.
Down.
He's unconscious.
Oh.
You guys remember have the telepathic bond. Peric, come running.
We are not far.
No.
Well, I'm
it's a
stunned
free-
right now.
It's a
but
free action to call him for the two
Oh,
who are up.
I'll call him, let him know that he should stay in the hallway and heal people.
I will put him on the initiative.
He's probably thinking, like, I leave you for 5 minutes, and you damn
You
kids.
guys have been gone for 40 seconds.
So the creature will again inhale. You see its ribs expand. I need the two of you in the room to make dex saves, and so will this guy.
Don't worry, I got it this time.
I have advantage because this is a dragon.
A Draconicus Maximus.
Excellent. You are not going to be stunned, and you will take half damage.
I am a
16.
Shatter Kai, so I take 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. That is the creature's turn. Pantouf.
Pantouf, now that Tira is somewhat safe-ish, is gonna make his way here. Does it look like he could leap over Jacob without arming him?
Yes, he could do that.
Okay.
Jacob
'Cause
is
he's
not
got-
very large.
Cool, because he's gonna stand between, Jacob and the bad guys. And now let's see. How far did he go? I need to count these things if I wanna, not go too far. Jesus. Button. Cooperate. Thank you. Yes, 15. Another 15. How far can he go? Just 30. That is too bad. Yeah, the thing. Let me see. Yeah, no. You could try it, but he's got a cone thing. Could he angle it towards the wall-ish so that it doesn't hit Leona? But it's this creature, in that direction? Or is that a no? It's okay.
It's the first time he's used his cone.
So he wouldn't know about
I'm
these.
gonna have him make. I'm gonna have him make a wisdom check.
Okay.
But
'Cause-
even if he fails, he's going to use the ability.
Okay, then I don't think that he will, because I don't want to kill Leona.
Okay.
I'm cool with the gamble.
You sure?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Gotta use it sometime. Might as well be now.
Okay. Well, he's gonna try to not hurt you, but I have been rolling super well tonight, so I'm probably going to knock you out.
That's fair.
To be fair,
14?
Roll
Pontouf
ability.
was like a puppy yesterday.
He's a puppy today.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Brian?
Roll the ability.
Okay, cool. He's just going to also inhale and then bark real loud. Ruff, ruff.
Leona, you feel like the edge of this just shockwave blow past you, almost spinning you around. It does not affect you, though.
Yeah.
It's an angry puppy.
Mm-hmm. But this creature will take half damage.
It was a challenging bark. Rah. And that's gonna be his turn.
Okay. Leona.
I'll make 2 attacks against the knight. You know, he doesn't look like a knight. The hollowed one.
Okay.
When I miss that 12, I'm really just being strategic. I definitely didn't mean to do that on purpose. I'll coupe and make an attack with advantage instead.
Nice.
Okay. Well, the first attack would have killed the soldier.
Sweet.
You know, I was getting ahead of myself.
Mm-hmm. The second attack still would have missed because it was a crit fail. So then you would coupe.
And I know Skelmar is trying to get his bearings against this Drake type creature. And you know, there's a bunch of quills on top, so I figured let's go in from the bottom.
All right, you do. And as the creature starts inhaling for another breath, you scrape along its ribs with Scalemar, doing 14 damage.
We'll move this way.
Yeah. I'm sure you don't want to be between Pontouf and the other dog.
Yeah, no, I'm good. That's all, Brian.
Okay.
I mean, you just don't want to get caught in the crossfire of all that butt sniffing. I will make my way forward.
It's a whole lot of sniffing.
I will. I can't fit there. Yeah, no. I will just attack twice. Let's go with Shika.
Okay. You hit both times. The creature reels back in pain. It looks hurt, but still like it is ready to do some damage to you guys.
Yeah, I'll step up here to, I guess, try to draw its breath away from Leona. That's my turn.
Okay.
Oh wait, I should have done something different. Never mind. That's good.
Okay. Jacob, I need a death save.
Can do.
Excellent.
Well done.
Peric will move. Okay. They changed movement. So he can get to Tira. But he can't do anything else on his turn. What? Where is... Oh, I see him.
Still stunned.
Mm-hmm. Now you're not stunned.
Yeah. Well, it's good you're here. I think Jacob is in a bit of trouble. Let's see. I don't think that's my full movement. Yeah, I can definitely get there. Could I get to the edge here and just bring Jacob to the other side? So that he's no longer here, but just there?
Make a strength check for me.
Cool. It is rare, but Tira happens to be good at this. It's new for me. See, of course, if I didn't roll like shit, it would also help.
No, you can move him, but you can only move him one square.
Okay. So
Yeah, you can move him catty-cornered like that.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. That's exactly where I wanted him to be. Um, how awkward is the shooting on this demon dog with Pantoufle in the way?
Um, it's gonna have. Let's see. Do you have sharpshooter?
No. I
Right.
do have the steady shot though, which I am thinking that I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it's gonna have pluses to its AC.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
that's fine. I will steady shot. Actually, I think I might just even try to kneel so that I can shoot underneath Pantouf's legs.
Neil!
are you using any of your special arrows or bowstrings?
I was thinking about it. I don't want to use them just yet. I know that I usually have one of the bowstrings equipped.
Mhm.
It's been so long I don't even remember the combinations, which is
Okay.
bad.
When
I
you reach for a regular arrow, you see a strange ghostly black arrow in your quiver that you've never seen before.
that is intriguing. I don't know what it does. This is the perfect time to use it. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
I got a good feeling about this. Let's go with that.
I wonder if it has a little mouth
I've
at the
got
end
a
instead of an
feeling.
arrow tip.
I will make it a steady shot, and because Leona is there, I get sneak attack. So I'm just gonna shoot a regular arrow, but I'm using that strange new arrow that I found in my quiver,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna shoot, and I'm gonna really hope that I'm not gonna. Ugh, that's a terrible shot. I'm
When
and
you fire the arrow, you see the shadowy arrow shoot forward. It misses the creature as you're trying to aim around Pantouf. Um, it you see it leave a trail of shadow behind it, but you also notice that the arrow is still in your bow. Make another shot exactly like that one. Did that include sneak attack? Yes, good.
yes,
That hits. Make another shot exactly like that.
exactly like that. Okay.
I'm very confused but
Make one
intrigued at
more
what is
shot
happening.
exactly like that one.
Oh,
Okay.
Huh. This arrow is a railgun.
Okay, as the first arrow missed, but the other three, each time you shoot, the shadowy arrow becomes more and more dissipated and more transparent, doing less and less damage. But each time after the first miss, each time you do hit and you do quite a bit of damage.
well, that's cool. And then with my bonus action, I am going to second wind. And called to Peric to get to Jacob. He doesn't look so great.
All right. Then the creature does not get its breath weapon back. So instead, it will first make a claw attack at Leona.
That'll miss, sir.
It will make another claw attack at Leona.
That's also
That'll
going to
miss.
miss, sir.
It will snap out and attempt to bite Leona and miss. And then, with its tail, it will strike over its entire body out at Elric.
Oh, jeez.
Like a
Like a scorpion.
stinger.
Does 19 hit?
I think you're on mute.
I'd imagine so. He's a. Oh no, he's a blade singer. He is high AC.
Sorry. The 19's towards me?
Yes.
Well, it's not enough.
As you have fought these creatures before, you know about the tail. And as the stinger comes towards you, you bat it aside with your sword.
That's a really interesting poison effect.
Mm-hmm. And it is Pontouf's turn.
Rah! Pantouf is ready. He's gonna show him what a bite looks like. Rah, rah. He's gonna run up and jump on this weird dragon dog and bite it real hard. Rah. Okay, it's not really hard, but you know he's trying.
It's
very
really
hard.
bit, though.
Oh wait, but if it's a fiend or an undead, he does extra damage.
It is neither fiend nor undead.
Well,
But if
no.
it was,
But if it was,
But it will take that damage, and he can attempt to grapple.
yeah, he's gonna do that.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not it, right? He's just trying to grapple.
Yep. So just an athletics or a strength check.
Okay. He's very strong. Of course, I roll like shit, but he's very strong.
As the creature sort of expands its body and gets some of the spines into Pontouf's snout. Pontouf pulls his head back, loosening the bite, and the creature pulls away. Leona?
I'll forgo one of my attacks to let Tira attack again.
Okay.
You get to add one to the attack damage roll,
Excellent. Let me.
and this can be a sneak attack.
Cool. I want to read something too about my steady aim. I want to see if it's still active. Until the end of this turn. No, so that's not active, but it's still pretty good because
You have an advantage on this as well because I'm
Excellent.
helping.
17.
Is the magic number.
Haha.
That lets me regain a dice.
And you sneak attack, right?
It was in there.
No, it's not.
It wasn't?
Nope.
It's weird. I clicked the thing and everything.
It is not.
Let me double check. It's 2d6 now, I believe. Sorry.
Okay.
2d6s. Voila.
And then, Leona, you don't have advantage, do you?
No.
Okay, so you miss as the creature rears back from Tira's attack. It scoots just out of your way, and Scalemar says, I wonder what kind of gem I'll get.
You know, that's a really... Let's find out. It's a really good question.
on my turn, there's no point in going into a spell slot now. I'm just going to continue to tough it out and swing once and twice more.
And how do you want to kill this?
So I assume there's a moment where it's billowing again, just expanding, just Kirby style, this massive inhale of air. Its ribs are expanding, and I see this as a vulnerable moment, so I just stab it in the ribs, and it deflates like a balloon, just that has been let go inside of a bedroom. Just
It does. Its chest starts to expand. Its ribs individually rising and falling in their own time, purple glow coming from in between them, showing beneath the skin, and you stab in between the ribs, giving just a little twist, and the creature emits a strange sound and starts to deflate as it collapses to the ground. And then, like all of these hollows, it begins to simply evaporate.
And I guess I don't know if Peric is here yet, but I'll run up to him to see if he's okay. Peric. To see if Jacob is okay.
Yeah, Peric comes running up. And I do need Jacob to make one more death save.
You okay, Jacob? You okay? We're gonna save you.
Oh, yeah. As Peric comes up, and he will cure wounds. To get Jacob back up.
He's okay. He's okay. We're okay. Whew. That was not pleasant. Let's hope that we don't meet any more of those.
No, that was closer to the bad side of pleasant, I imagine. You know, we never did ask that halfling fellow why it is that the hollow are here. Have I sussed that out, or do I need to go ask?
You can go ask.
He's not far.
You can ask mentally,
Yeah.
right?
You can
Yeah.
ask mentally.
I
I remembered that.
hey, guy. I ask him essentially just that.
I don't know for certain. I just know that they've been chasing me my whole life.
Do you know why?
Well, there certainly must be some connection between them and this near genocide.
I think so. I did steal something, but yeah, they were chasing me long before that.
Well, perhaps the secrets to this riddle will be discovered further within. Should we draw back and rest for a time?
We did just rest, though.
Yeah.
I would prefer you should secure one of the doors here, Tira the other. I'd like to dissect this creature.
There's nothing
Really?
left of them.
I think it's just
It
Igor.
dissolved. Okay.
No, they turn to just this foul-smelling gas and then dissipate.
Yeesh.
Well, I can't force you guys, but I do suggest an hour.
Yeah, I think that a short rest might not be a terrible idea.
Alric will tell you he's keeping an eye through the crystal, and while he can't see where you are now, he says none of the winch rooms or crystal rooms seem to have anyone in them at the moment. I don't know if that helps.
It's hard to say, but if that changes, let us know.
I will.
Thank you. Let's take a minute. Jacob looks, well, not exactly pale. I look through the cowl, which is all black, but he seems... How are you feeling?
I feel like a body bag.
Yeah, let's just sit down for a little bit.
Peric is going to keep watch at this end of the hall by these stairs. Make sure nothing sneaks up behind you.
Short rest. Need a few hit dice. That hurt.
I would like whoever is in whoever's furthest south to make a perception check.
Can Pontouf help?
Yes.
This is my
Somebody
chance.
can make it at advantage.
To snuggle Pontoof.
Peric is going to make one as well.
7.
Okay.
I think you're too comfortable with Patu here.
I
Losing
just meant to
focus.
close my eyes for a second. And all of a sudden, I'm Little Spoon, and I've been asleep for an hour.
Oh, that was a terrible roll.
So your hour does pass.
Oh, dang it.
We are still alive at the end of it.
Yes. No
It's
one
fantastic.
sneaks up on you. Peric says, I'm going to go back and see about him. He's putting on a brave face, but he's not doing good.
We'll try to make it quick and more successfully than this time. Thank you, Peric.
Be careful now.
Yes, we will. Get up, dust off the dust that we gathered from sitting down. Yeah, that made sense. And just, so, are we ready to go? Let's try to be more quiet maybe this time.
Left or right?
Your pick.
I've heard that the dwarves always believe that left is best.
I had heard that right is always right.
Except in the Gygaxian era. I open this door.
Okay.
Quietly.
You open it quietly.
It's a winch room.
Yes.
I'll wave at where I assume Al's vantage point on us is.
I see through Mort's eyes as I hide.
Okay.
You can't get what you can't see.
Roll stealth for me, Jacob.
Don't
Oh,
hide too far, Jacob.
Jacob screws himself anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the dead.
Leona,
As silent as the grave.
make a strength check. By yourself, you're having trouble moving the winch. It's incredibly, whatever it's attached to is incredibly heavy.
Yeah, this is what happened last time. I was going to wait for somebody to help me.
Okay.
Can Pantuf help?
Well, there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like volunteering, and this big ass dog just knocks me out.
Mort can attempt. I just want to know.
Not, but Pantuf can clamp down on one of the handles. Have him make a strength check.
He's super excited to help. He's also slubbering all over the handles. Oh man, are you kidding me?
Between the two of you, it takes about 10 minutes. About
Is
5
everything
minutes
all
per
right?
number.
He keeps licking them.
But eventually you do set the third pair of numbers.
73.
It's the third 73? It is 73, yeah.
You doubt me?
No, I just had the numbers open and I wanted to look at them.
Okay.
So that's everything on... Well, there's one more winch, and then that's everything on this floor.
I think so. Is there any, while they're slubbering all over the handles, is there any noise from this door here?
Make a perception. You hear a hum from the room. Almost a, not quite mechanical hum. But it's steady.
Someone left the ceiling fan on.
A ceiling fan?
It's a person who really likes what you do and they stay on the ceiling.
I've never had one of those. There's definitely something there, but I don't know if it's just something that's just there. Is everybody ready?
Oh yeah.
And I'll just try to stealthily open this door. staying on this side of the wall from it.
Make a stealth check.
Again with the low roll.
You open the door, and you see a beam of light coming from this room. And it seems to be coming from the ceiling. Otherwise, you can't make out from where you are. You can't make out anything else in the room.
I'll gesture to Leona. After you.
I'll just enter the room.
Sure. In the room, you see one of those crystals that you saw. One of those sort of mirrored crystals. And this one seems to be focused, pointing downwards through the floor. And while you can't see the energy, you definitely feel almost like a tingle on your skin, and the hair on your arms starts to stand up in the room.
Can I ask Al what the control gems look like?
Yeah, he'll explain to you that the main control gem is about the size of a grapefruit and clear.
So this is not that.
No, he says, these are the focusing gems. They focus the energy on the transit room. That's what I'm calling it anyway.
So we need one of those.
Don't touch them. They're working the way they're supposed to be.
Okay.
Right. I don't want to touch it.
This is me not touching it.
This is me also not touching it.
Pantouf, when he enters the room, all of his hair stands straight out, and he looks about 5 times bigger than he even is.
Ah, he's so fluffy. I give him a hug and some scritches and tell him that he was a good boy and that he did very good fighting the Drake and that he's a good boy. And also, again, with the shit rolls. Jesus. Jacob, I called to Jacob because Jacob is really far now.
Oh, yes.
Stop looking at the candy. It's time to go home.
I'm looking through Mort's eyes.
And Mort, floating there, says, "Yeah, it's really weird having somebody look through your eyes when you don't actually have eyes."
It is.
But he does it because he's the greatest wizard in the world.
In the world. You forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
Mort's Jacob's #1 fan. And I
He's
find
my
that
ceiling
adorable.
fan.
He is the ceiling fan.
He's got a T-shirt that says #1 mom. He can't wear it. He doesn't have shoulders.
He's got a big foam finger.
He's got
He can't wear it. He's got no
baseball
fingers.
cap. Yeah.
He's got a big coffee mug, but whenever he drinks coffee, it just, all pours through his empty jaw onto the floor.
Oh,
Just goes right through him.
He can't even pick up the cup to drink.
He's got everything but the cap that he could actually wear.
Yeah, oh, only someone make me a cap.
Okay. How are you approaching this door?
Tira wants to do things
Boldly.
stealthily, so that's what we're doing at this point.
Okay.
Finally, a decent roll.
All right.
Should I stealth again too?
Jacob will actually move forward a little bit to get in
Okay.
good spot. So he's not so far back.
Okay. The rest of you, where you are, pretty quiet. Are you listening at the door first?
Yeah.
Make a perception. Okay. You don't hear any sounds from this room.
I'll open the door then.
Okay.
What?
In this room, it is pretty empty. The floor looks like it melted away at some point. Yeah.
So these puddles are like The melty floor.
Yes.
Can I check the ceiling real quick?
Yeah. When you look up, the ceiling looks fine. Looks normal. Looks like the ceiling in all the other rooms.
It's a good call, though.
Cobwebby.
Uh-oh.
There's nothing dripping on these spots.
No. Make a perception or investigation.
You know, I feel like I want to do investigation, even if it's worse.
So the parts of the floor that look melted look like they were dissolved. And it looks like it happened a long time ago.
Okay. The hollow ones that we found when we first got here, the 3 that were breaking chairs, they spat acid, right?
I think so.
Yes, they did.
Okay. I'll wave everyone in.
Okay. There are doors in this room to the north and south. I'm sorry, to the north and east. My bad.
Can we stand on the dissolved floor, or is it not recommended?
I wouldn't test it.
No, dust has gathered in the dissolved areas. They, in the deepest parts, are maybe a couple feet below the level of the floor. In most places, it's a few inches to a foot below. But it doesn't look like it's active at the moment, and it looks like solid stone now. It looks like whatever happened a long time ago. In fact, Pantouf hops into one of them as it is exactly somehow Pantouf sized, and only his eyes look up over the floor.
His eye and his tail, because he's like
Yes.
excited, and it
His
just
tail
shows.
pops up like a periscope.
Puppy. He's having a good time.
Pantufo. A rare and wondrous sight. I'd like to listen at this door.
You hear nothing at this door.
I will open this door as well.
Okay. We're going to stick with these stealth rolls for a little while.
Ooh, I was hoping this was a winch room, so it looks like it's mirrored. Or close enough.
Mhm.
Pantouf, do you want to help me again?
He will rush to help you, because he's a good boy.
Okay. As he rushes past, Mort is hit a little bit and goes spinning through the air, and he's like, "Come on, I'm right here.
I'm floating here.
I'm floating here." Larry, take some inspiration. I like that a lot.
Yay!
Yeah. That was good.
Does she need help? It looks like she did a very good job.
No, she did a very good job, and Pantouf helped.
He did.
And you're able to very quickly this time. This one seems like it isn't as stuck as the previous one. And you're able to adjust the numbers. This is the 4th set of numbers.
56.
Okay?
56 it is. And did we want to check the room to the north just for completion?
For
Yeah.
diligence. Yes.
We're here. We might as well. Pantouf goes back in his hole.
Do you mind getting the door?
Who are you asking?
You.
I come up here, I listen, I open the door.
Okay. Give me the combo.
Pika, pika.
All right. You hear almost like the sound of wind. Not like a heavy wind or anything like that, but definitely you hear the movement of air on the other side of the door. But you feel like you can open it quietly. You see that the hinges are not too rusty.
I do so.
And ahead of you, you see the room with the hole in the floor.
That's
We were only expecting
strange.
3 on this floor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, oh no, we returned to the room at the start. That makes sense.
So, do we want to hop down to the first floor?
Yes, I think that's our next stop. You hear that, Peric? We're going down. So we'll be back soon, hopefully.
All right. I'll keep an ear out for you. Brain ear.
Brainier.
All right. All right. Stop moving. I need to get everybody.
Oh, sorry. I'm just having fun with shadows.
Fun with shadows. Yeah.
More.
That's a tabaxi name if I've heard one.
Fun with
shadows.
dark magic.
It's the Yerk Ertz.
Jacob and Mort's show. Fun with dark magic.
After Bob Ross on weekdays.
Tales from the Crypt.
Time travel. Ah! And we go back to the start. Ish.
So you had
So,
explored.
of the parts of the.
Sorry. You had explored from.
I think we're going the same way with this.
Okay. There.
I'm so sorry, Brian.
It's okay. So you had explored off to the west already. That's the direction you came from originally, and there was one winch room immediately to the west and then north from here. You know that.
Well, I imagine we just pop in there real quick and turn that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me another strength check.
Does anyone else want to try some winch turning? I think I'm the only strong person.
I think so too.
I'm strong-ish, but not as strong as you. Plus, Pantouf is really liking this bonding experience that you two are having.
Okay. Well, I assume that he's helping you, so you get advantage, and you can.
It's like the 3rd time I've stepped up to help, and a dog just chucks me out of the way.
He's just very excited.
You turn. Pantouf is now an expert at this. He knows which way to turn the winch. He knows how to grab it without hurting his teeth or getting splinters. And he helps you turn, and the second set of numbers changes.
83.
Okay.
So, do you think we should go south from the portal room? That's where the other winch was, upstairs.
It's logical to expect that the layout will be similar. So I think that's a
Probably.
good idea.
Did this even have a hallway? Oh, it did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Elric, would you mind listening again?
What do my elven ears hear, Brian?
Are his ears cut off at the end, like some apocalyptic Mad Max ass shit?
Nah, they're just pierced. Stop being a weirdo.
Okay.
You
Witness me!
you only hear an echo, as if there's a large space on the other side of this door.
I open it quietly.
Okay.
I enter. Quiet.
This room is very large. The ceiling here is higher than in the other rooms, and you see the remnants of shelves, tables, chairs, but it looks obviously, without any investigation, like there was some kind of great fire or conflagration in this room a very long time ago. Yep.
I mean, I'll root around and search for anything valuable, but I'm not going to spend a long time here.
Make an investigation.
This is Jacob's skill. I didn't take proficiency.
This room seems too big to have just 2 doors. We've seen secret doors before.
Well, you know, Al did mention there was a library on the first floor. It could be the place, just no longer a library.
Oh, is this a door?
Yeah, so there are 2 doors that I can see. But the place is real big.
Door. Okay, with that 19, you look through the various shelves. The ones that are standing are only standing out of habit, it seems. As you investigate them, they come crashing down. The books are all burned. You do find, though, one tiny scrap of unburned paper.
I'll delicately pick it up, see what it says.
What are your languages?
Oh, man. I hope I picked these because I forget sometimes. Common, Elvish, Sylvan, Abyssal, Infernal.
Okay. You can sort of make out... Oh, no, you can definitely make out what it says. It is written in Dwarvish.
I can't read Dwarvish, but that guy can. Well, that lady can.
Okay.
Hand it to me.
Leona can make out the Dwarvish.
I give it to Jacob. He's the paperman.
He does like paper.
I'm the paperman.
He is the one who reads.
You pick up books. I'm the one.
The note says, Nimbleton, meet Valis. And there's a period. It looks like that is an abbreviation.
Sorry? Is Valis our dragon lady?
Nope.
Nimbleton meet Valis. Do you know Valis?
I don't think so.
Sorry,
I don't
Valis.
remember.
You know what
Valis
Nimbleton?
sounds
Valis,
slightly familiar, but Nimbleton doesn't.
Does it seem like this fracture of sentence, or
And then there are 3 numbers written below it.
Oh,
Numbers is important. We like numbers.
But why
yeah,
does
those
Valis
look
sound
like
familiar?
coordinates to me. Al, do you know what?
Oh, Elric, make a history check. You have advantage.
Sorry, I was checking my notes to see if Valis sounded familiar.
advantage because you lived during the time?
Darkest timeline.
Still not. 17's not bad.
You know of a... there's someone that Kadar was looking for that went missing at the beginning of all the troubles, named Valis Neria, who was supposedly an archdruid. He was hoping this person would have information on the plague.
Oh, it's all one word. Okay.
It's difficult. From what we've learned about this place, do I think that the first sets of numbers indicate a time, the second set indicates a place, or vice versa?
So in his ramblings, Alric mentioned something about 6 dimensions. You could always ask him.
Yeah. Because I'm just saying, with this, I don't know.
So the piece of paper is burned.
Mhm.
And with the dashes between the things, there should be a dash after the 78. There could have been a dash before the 19. It's hard to tell.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's difficult to say where to plug these numbers in to stay in a specific place and just travel back in time or forward in time.
Yeah, you don't
can't-
know if these are part of a six octet sequence.
Right.
Then you don't know where they fall in that sequence.
Right. All right.
What would the sixth dimension be? I've got like height, the three basic ones: time,
You
the
can ask him.
planes. I assume is the fifth. Yeah, I'll ask him what the sixth dimension is.
3 for space and 3 for time. Up,
Oh.
down, left, right, back, forth, and then the same for time.
You can go up in time.
Of course you can.
Is that to like a different? I don't know. Time is wibbly wobbly.
That's a very pedestrian way to explain it.
Well, we can't all be experts in time, Al.
Yes, of course. We can't all be shallow and pedantic.
There's lots of math involved, but trust me.
Well, we don't have much of a choice. But we do trust you.
Oh, good.
Al, do you know who Nimbleton or Vallisneria are?
Just a moment, let me ask. Do you know who? They sound familiar. But not from my time.
Just one last thing. Is there a winch south of the library?
I can't tell. I can only see the winch and focusing rooms.
Ah.
I can't see any of the other rooms.
This is the library, isn't it?
I can't see you.
Oh,
Are there,
yeah, I guess that
Are
makes
there
sense.
shelves and books?
Not anymore.
That's the library.
See, it's difficult to say, but I really feel like when we get this place squared away, we should try going back in time, staying here, see if we can.
I think we
That's-
have to
that's
be
the
on the
plan.
second floor, no?
Yeah, the plan is to turn back time in this space.
Yeah,
And
but
then
I'm saying
get
we
the
go
stuff.
back to those coordinates 1955-78 to see if
Oh, just move
it takes
one
us to the
second.
meeting.
But if it has a dash after the 78, then it's either 2 in the space and 1 in the time, or 3 in the space,
Well,
right? Or,
he said there's 3 and 3,
Mm-hmm.
time and place. Which comes first?
but
I
the
asked him.
numbers that we have are in the middle. So it's
he explains it.
No.
It depends on where and when you're going. Sometimes the T is the first set of numbers, and sometimes theta is the third set, and sometimes it's the fifth set. It depends. The math is very complicated, and translating it into some simple base 10 numerals is incredibly difficult.
I squawk him. You know what a squawk is on a radio? I squawk him. So there may or may not be a dash before the 19. There's
Correct.
definitely a dash after the 78.
Correct.
I say it's worth a try. Like if we can isolate which 3 numbers are for this place, I think we try going back in time to this place. This time. 1955-78.
I think when we go back in time to the time that we have, we try and find the rest of this page.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like if we go back in time with the digits that we had before, that it'll take us somewhere else, and then that's the end.
Mm.
The idea is it takes us here, so we can get the crystals from before.
I will
But I
trust
think-
you, because time is
So
all over the place.
Alaric will explain all of the coordinates will take you here to this place at different times. It is itself in different times and places. All of them.
Yeah.
I squawk him anyways. I open this door.
Okay. Roll me a perception.
So what is squawking on the radio? I want to know. I Google it. Never mind.
It's when you tap the transmit button and it sends a little burst of static.
Uh, sorry, I forgot what I was rolling. I'm like scrolling through my sheet. I'm like, yeah, this is fine.
I will do the thing.
Okay. You hear no sound nearby, but you think you might hear sound of movement further away with that 22.
Okay. I want to gently crack open the door, and I will pull out my super loyal cat, and like imagine if it was a Pokeball, like Find Familiar as a spell. Like I shake the shit out of the fucking spell as I throw him out there. Just
Okay.
Get him real angry.
Poor kitty.
it's not real. It's not real.
Still, you can't just shake the cat around. Poor little cat.
The cat is very belligerent.
That was
Constantly.
I wonder why.
Even when I used to be nice to it, and it's not real, by the way, it used to constantly knock things off of my shelves. Constantly.
But that's what cats do.
That's what assholes do, my dear.
Have you tried giving it treats? Scratches.
It's not real. It doesn't eat food.
Doesn't mean it doesn't love.
I like look into my hands as I'm casting the spell. No, I'm pretty sure that this creature is devoid of any love that doesn't involve itself.
Oh. I will just watch the abuse on the cat and scratch my dog. Lovingly. I would never do that to you. No, I wouldn't.
okay.
I really hope someday you just get a jar of bees that you shake vigorously and then throw into a room like a grenade.
The jar of bees is a deadly weapon.
Just a second.
We weren't ready for the cat. Oh no!
So the familiars were something that I totally neglected. Okay.
I just expect these dragon people were just like greatest fear is cats. They just freak out.
Yeah, I'm honestly just using it to look through its eyes real quick so that it takes the first magic missile to the face. So, like, if you're not prepared with it, don't worry about it.
I am now prepared.
I should have said something sooner.
There you go. You have a cat.
What color is it?
I don't know, it's probably some mangy fucking animal. Just
It is black. It's got one eye. One ear is notched.
Oh.
When he summons it, it looks at him and goes, "Meow."
it's always summoned wet, like it's in a bath. And I'll just look through its eyes and sort of guide it around,
Okay.
just to look for bad guys.
So this room has another one of those crystal contraptions, like was upstairs. Mort sees it as well, and I will show you.
It's creepy.
It looks like this.
Ooh.
Huh.
Why does that look familiar, Brian?
I don't know why. Unlike the one upstairs, this one has some dials on it. The other one upstairs had similar crystals. This one you see is, even though the drawing has the all the crystals on it, it's missing two red crystals, and it's missing one on the other side, one large white or one large grapefruit-sized crystal, and it has 9 numeric dials on it. They look something like this. Boop.
Mm-hmm. This is Not as many numbers as we have. Okay. The plot thickens.
I ask Al what I'm looking at.
That's the control mechanism to operate the portals that let you leave the place.
Huh.
It uses a different set of coordinates.
Because
So
why wouldn't it?
we adjust the time that we are in here, and then we can use simple spatial coordinates to adjust the portals.
So don't worry about it for right now. That's what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also hearing that.
Um,
All right. I'll poof away the cat.
Okay.
And you said I heard movement. Which direction, now that I'm further into the room, do I hear it?
To the south.
Okay. I'll stack on the door and indicate that this is where I heard the movement.
Okay.
I'll wait for everyone to catch up.
Yes. Stop scratching my dog.
Ooh, cement.
I would like. Mm-hmm.
Damn,
you
girl.
obviously hear. Again, it sounds like people rooting through broken furniture, looking roughly for things.
Oh god.
Jacob, do you have any magic that we could crack the door for, have you cast in, and then shut them in and watch them die?
Or not watch them.
I mean, I do have what I like to call Jacob's black tentacles.
Yeah, do you just have a hand grenade? Like, I feel like it's...
We could open the door, I could cast it, and it'll create a variety of tentacles that will pummel pretty much everything for a while in there.
That's
Okay, that sounds like
lovely.
a good idea. Come behind me then.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. I did have a spell that would be perfect here, and I forgot to fucking prepare it. And I said, no, I'm going to repair it, but oh well.
What is it? I'm curious.
I was going to summon a fucking demon in there and just
Close
shut the door. That's exactly why I got that spell.
I'm going to open the door in 3, 2...
I cast Shadow Blade.
Well, I open the door.
Are you rolling stealth? Are you trying to do this quietly?
Well, the idea is I'm going to open the door and he's going to cast a spell in there. So I imagine that can't be done quietly.
Okay.
I cast Shadow Blade when the door opens.
Roll Shadow Blade for me.
That is a trick? Huh.
You never put it in.
Apparently, this is just a placeholder. I will fix that now.
Just tell me about it.
It is bonus action, and it creates a blade of solidified gloom.
Mm-hmm. So it's thematic. It's on brand.
It's on brand.
What does it do?
It does. It has the finesse property. It's a simple weapon. I am proficient with it, and it does psychic damage.
Excellent.
Usually in the amount of damage, something like that.
Cool.
Depending on what level it's cast at.
Cool.
And then Jacob was casting Edvar's black tentacles, right?
Jacob's black tentacles, thank you.
Oh, sorry. Edward is a different person.
Homebrew.
These tentacles stutter sometimes.
They apologize as they pummel you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
All the Canadian peacekeeping force is getting better every day.
All right. Can you roll that for me in advance?
Oh, yay.
I'm just looking at the area. 20-foot square. Okay. So You're going to have just a split second when the door is thrown open to make your decision.
Okay.
So, I'm going to throw the door open, describe, and then you tell me where the tentacles go.
Okay.
The door flings open. You see two of these soldiers rooting through boxes on the far side of this large room. However, as soon as the door flings open, one other soldier who was standing beside the door steps in front and begins to strike at you. Leona.
Okay.
So, he is going to get a surprise, and then we're going to go into initiative.
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum.
But Larry also gets surprise. Where would you like the tentacles to be?
So is this a 20-foot square?
I will show you what it looks like. Boom.
Ah!
Nice.
I'd rather
To make you feel better, yes, that was a 20-foot
That
square.
was a 20-foot square.
lucky. Yeah, I think
So you can get him or them.
I can't tell. Would this attack my friends if they enter it?
Yes.
Would attack my friends if they enter it. Okay, so I'm gonna put it right there. Yeah. I'll move it over 5 feet. If he could be in the.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you control it.
Now I am master. Okay.
You ought to be able to move it now.
I
Control.
think right there, because it hopefully can shove this guy back into it.
Okay. So it's only going to get one of the guys.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move it to the map layer now so we can see the guys. Okay. So this first guy is going to get him an attack on Leona. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a lot of hitting. That's a lot of right up in the.
And then we're going to do some initiative.
Initiative. You know what? I just remembered that we do have grenades, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Are they your arrows?
No, my helm has some fireballs in there.
Oh
As long
yeah.
as you keep one gem, I guess it's worth it.
Yes.
We need gems of brightness that we can like smash on the ground. Flashbangs.
I don't believe I do. Maybe I'm wrong. I need to reread it every time we play because I always forget. There's so many things. It's just ridiculous.
That's a different magic item. Oops.
Okay. Then no. The answer is no. If you knew, why did you ask?
I said we should get some gems of brightness.
Okay. I misheard. I'm sorry.
You're still wrong. I'm speaking to both of you.
And Jacob.
Oh, I do have daylight. Prismatic spray.
I'm looking forward to shoving this man back into a tentacly grope.
Oh shoot! Why am I grabbing?
Man, shadow
Sorry,
creature.
not mean to move. I don't know why that like attack. I got stuck to my cursor.
Okay. It is Tira's turn. So Tira, you see Leona throw the door open. Jacob start to cast his spell, but one of these black-clad draconic figures steps in front of the doorway and just runs Leona through with his blade.
How bad is my angle right now?
So this thing in front of you is 5 feet tall.
Okay. Would I be able to try and climb this dome and try to balance myself on top of it to get a better angle?
Yeah. Make an acrobatics check.
I'm not so heavy that I should break it. And if we're stuck in time, I apologize.
Nope, you are fine.
Okay, now the angle should be better. I'm still gonna make it a steady aim, so to not fuck this up.
Mm-hmm.
With the sneak attacks, and I'm just going to shoot once and twice. Ah, shit! I forgot to remove the second one for the sneak attack. There should not be that much.
So 16. Except that one misses.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
But the first does 24.
Cool.
As he stabs into Leona, grinning, the arrow rocks him backwards on his foot, and he cries out in pain.
Cool. I will just keep standing on top of this globe.
Okay.
I picture it that I'm like on one leg because I think that it just looks cooler.
Nice.
And that's where I'm going to end my turn.
Crane shot.
Yeah.
This one. Let's see, what can he do? Yeah.
He can repent.
No.
He can learn the error of his ways.
He's going to move. Sorry, 1, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he is going to. He didn't see who cast the spell, so he is going to fire a crossbow at Leona, who is in front.
Yeah, I'm going to do this preemptively.
What is that?
As the arrow enters the doorway, it is slowed and then stopped in the air as I cast shield.
Damn. That's
Okay.
cool.
So let's see. Yeah, he wasn't going to hit anyway. Do you want to take that back?
No, because I plan on using it against this next guy anyways.
Okay. Well, it is the next guy. And looking at all of you there, he inhales
God
and
damn it.
exhales. And I want
It's-
all of you to make
Please be
dexterity
10 foot.
saving throws.
10 foot. 10 foot. 10 foot.
15.
I think Tira might be okay.
Shit.
I did it again.
Tira is okay. Everyone else.
But dude, you can do it.
So is this guy a dragon?
They all are essentially corrupted dragonborn.
Oh, was it a 14 or a 15?
That is a 21 then.
It is a 15.
Yeah.
This is sadness. This is
Bad tooth, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and absorb elements on that.
He's okay, he's okay, he's okay.
Oh, and I guess I get bonus damage that does cold. They're probably immune to cold. Oh well.
And then he is going to accept whatever. Oh no, you used your reaction to shield. So he is going to step back.
That's fine.
Jacob, are Jacob's tentacles concentration?
Oh shoot, they are. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a Constitution save.
Yes.
DC 14.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
They're still up. Okay. Actually, he's just going to come stand next to his bud so that they can face you together.
They have plans.
And it is Jacob's turn.
Okay. Jacob is going to cast. Let's see. I don't think I've even gotten to try this yet. Baleful Attractor. I think this might work.
Okay, who are you going to cast it on?
I'm going to cast it on this guy. It's not too badly hurt yet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, excuse me, excuse me, you guys have this? I'm just gonna.
So I will point out that Baneful Attractor is concentration.
Oh, it is. Oh. Oh. Oh man, there's no bodies. I can't do that much stuff. But I think I'm gonna. Okay, can I take it back? Darn it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm going to instead do a ray of enfeeblement to that guy.
Okay.
Okay. So it's him with this.
Okay. All right. Make a ranged attack roll.
Sorry, I'm looking it up because I don't know what I'm supposed to add to it.
Oh, it's okay. Do you have like Firebolt or something like that?
I have. I only have green chill touch, green flame blade. I didn't think right.
So roll an intelligence check, and let's add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
If you go into your sheet, right above your spells, it says attack. It has a thing. You can just click that.
Aha.
Right above my spells, it has attack.
On the main page, it's got a little ribbon that says your ability, your save DC, your attack.
Aha! Yes, you're right.
Click attack. There you go.
Okay. Unfortunately, 13 will miss. As your sickening ray travels past him and strikes one of the tentacles, withering it, another taking its place immediately.
Ah, I'm hurting my own stuff. I'm gonna back up and stand by Tira.
All right. He will regain some HP at the start of his turn. Yay, go down to. And can he manage to, I don't know, jump over Leona? Can he stand between Leona and these monsters? Because he would sure like to do that.
He's gonna have trouble getting past Leona.
Okay.
It's because of these narrow little passages.
This place is really not optimal for giant dogs. I'm gonna have to send some feedback to the architect. This is really not great.
You could drop his initiative beneath mine.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think he's gonna do that. He's gonna be all ready for after Leona.
Okay, he'll start taking his turn after Leona.
Cool.
Okay, Elric?
All right. I can get through this doorway, no problem, though, right?
Yes.
You are not a dog.
I am, in fact, not a dog. I will make my way forward, getting to right about here. I will strike this man until he dies, and then I will strike his friend. It'll look like this one.
Oh, damn.
I would like you to roll a D100. Okay.
And then I strike him again.
Both hit very hard, and he does die on that second.
And then I will activate my blade song again. I'm not in tentacles, right?
No.
Actually, I'll move over here to look as a more appealing a target for this man. That's my turn.
Okay. That man cannot see you. He is in darkness and tentacles.
Is
it darkness too? I didn't know that.
He's having a hard time right now.
Pretty sure.
Is it?
He's having a
No, it's
bad
Just
trip.
difficult terrain.
But he is restrained, right?
If he fails. This is his dex save.
I think that's what a failure
That
looks
is a
like.
failure. So I need, what is it, 3d6?
Da.
Yep, 3d6 from Jacob.
Yay.
And he is restrained.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I'll just do them separately.
Okay.
Hit the wrong thing.
11.
Yep. Okay. And that is all he can do. No, he can take out his crossbow, his heavy crossbow, fire it. He's going to shoot at Elric. And that's his turn. I don't know if a 20 hits or not.
It is insufficient.
Ooh.
Leona.
I'm going to shove this guy into the tentacles.
Nice.
Okay.
26.
All right. He cannot beat that. So he moves 5 feet backwards into the tentacles. And now he makes a dex save. And fails. And I need 3d6, please. From Jacob.
Yes. I can do it smarter this time. We have learned. No, I didn't. There.
So 50.
15.
Take your 18 damage and stay put.
I will use my bonus action to help Elric, and then I will tell him to stab that restrained man. He can add 8 to the damage roll,
Nice.
and he has advantage on the attack.
Sorry, I was asking a question to myself, apparently. I get to attack as a reaction with that, right?
Yep.
All right. Sorry, I'm in edit mode, so I have to keep going back and forth. It's this one.
Oh, nice. So that is 22.
Brain damage!
Anything else?
Considering moving, I will move this way.
Okay.
There. That's what I wanted to do.
Pantouf.
An enthusiastic dog
I will move this way.
barrels down the hallway. He's very
Jesus.
happy, a little aggressively, so. And
So this guy is in the tentacles.
excellent. I think he can have a good angle and do his bark thing again.
Oh, yeah.
He's super excited because this is really fun. He doesn't even have to get his mouth dirty. He can just, bark real loud. So he's gonna do that again.
Okay.
I imagine now it's more of a boof.
Yeah, but I don't have the base to do a move, so I just do a. That's just, it's just me.
He's a doggy
As
soprano.
pieces of stone fly from the wall, the far wall, behind these soldiers on the other side of the tentacles.
And I believe he still has some movement. Oh, and he also. Oh no, because he regenerated already at the start of his turn, but then he didn't go. And then he's just gonna jump on this side because he knows to leave some room for Tira to shoot.
Okay. And it is Tira's turn.
Excellent. And still on the top of the globe, crane shooting style, which is apparently a thing. She's going to shoot. She gets sneak attack on. She's gonna shoot this guy here first. Just a regular shot. Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, he dies. He did not have the sneak attack damage left.
Then Tira will just slide down the globe to land and get a better angle in the doorway. Do I have a visual on this guy?
Yeah.
Cool. And he's restrained, right? Does
Yes.
that give me any sort of advantage or anything like that?
Nope.
I don't remember. Okay, that's fine. I still shoot him anyway. Nah, it's not great.
Yeah, one of the tentacles catches the arrow instead.
I shrug, and that's going to be my turn.
Okay. Alright. It is the dead one's turn, so it is Jacob's turn. And Jacob is muted.
Did he say...
Or did
No,
he
he's
sneak away for a break?
I don't know. Are you on mute, Larry? He is on mute.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to him. Elric.
All right. Sorry, I realized my buttons are all fucked up. I'm trying to fix them. I will make my way forward. Sort of darting around all these tentacles, and I'll just is the because I can't be here. That's not a square. Am I out of tentacles and within reach, or do I have to dive in?
You would have to dive in. He is.
I dive the fuck in. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Okay, make a
I
dex
jump
save.
up on his head and stab him in the heart. Dex save.
Yeah, you'll take half damage.
And I come up here and I just slash Cthulhu. Why is Leona always almost dead?
Because she's in the front.
I only healed half of my hit points when we rested. Because I only used 4 hit dice.
Cool. I cast this. I got my levels wrong. This is actually the 3rd and 4th level version. This is what I'm supposed to have been doing the whole time.
Jesus. You so many crits. So many crits.
It's been a good night.
That's enough to kill him.
Cool.
You took 5 damage from the tentacles.
What type of damage is that?
Bludgeoning.
I can do.
It's bludgeoning. Sorry.
I'm
bludgeoning. Sorry.
I stole your turn. I apologize.
Oh, good.
And I assume you will drop the tentacles when everybody's dead.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that was better. Is everybody okay?
And once again, they dissolve away, evaporating.
Never thought I'd say this, but just give me one good dead body.
I
Might have one soon.
Now let's not get morbid. It's just a few scratches. You'll be okay.
Oh, you're talking about me.
Can we investigate what they were looking at?
Sure. Make an investigation. They were going through these rotted crates. And hang on, I got a thing. Thought I had a thing.
What is it safe to assume that Pantouf has the time to regenerate to full health?
Yes. Yeah, even though you spend time, you're very confident that you have gone through these. All you find are one magnifying glass.
Ooh, I don't think I have one of those. I want it.
And three twigs. These they're each one is about 4 inches long, and they seem like they were almost plucked off of a tree today. You don't know what they are, but it stands out because all the rest of the wooden here is rotten.
Oh. can't tell if it's magic or not, but I'll.
Well, you could try planting it if
Yeah.
Al doesn't want to keep it. I
Put them in
suppose.
my pocket.
Okay.
I can tell if they're magic in 10 minutes, but I mean, it's not really a priority.
Got 4 twigs.
And there is one door.
Maybe you should take a break, Leona. You look a little tired. I'll get
I don't know
this
what
door.
you're talking about.
I'll get Pantoufle and I will get these doors. Just take a few steps back, if you don't mind. Just have a seat. It'll be fine. Is there any noise coming from the other side of this door?
You don't hear any.
All right. I will still try not to make too much noise as I open the door.
Okay. It does creak a bit when you open it, but you don't hear any response. And you see another winch room on the other side.
Haha! I will whistle to Pantoufle to come and help me open this. We'll try. I did tell Leona to take a break. I'm not going to tell her to.
Make a strength check. You have advantage.
JD totally helped.
It takes you a good 10 or 15 minutes to set these numbers, even with Pantouf's help. And in fact, it looks like he's a bit disappointed with your help.
This used to work so much better with the other lady.
But you do end up setting the numbers. It's the next to last set of 2.
Okay, let me get that.
74.
Yes, I believe that is correct.
Okay.
Since they spent so long turning the winch, I'd like to reinforce myself. It's usually with band-aids.
Mm-hmm.
Band-aids is a brand. We're just going to go with wraps.
Bandages.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Break, maybe?
We are going to take a real break.
That's
Yeah,
never
that's what I
happened
meant.
before.
Yeah. We're going to take a 5-minute break
That sounds like a good idea.
Excellent.
and then come back to it. You have one set of numbers left to set.
We almost done it. I will return.
We're the best.
Yep. I will be back shortly myself.
All right.
All right. Going back in time. We can do it.
I believe in us.
If we can not die, that would be also great. But you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna, without the cleric here, suggest that maybe we just take a little nap.
Yeah, we probably should. I need to remember what my arrow do. I completely forgot. It's been so long. I know that they do things when they're combined with other things. But yeah, it's been a while.
I have listened to so much Backstreet Boys in the last 24 hours.
It's
Good
funny.
for you.
It's funny that you guys linked the Backstreet Boys yesterday, because like 2 weeks ago, I definitely was trying to remember the lyrics to.
I want it that away.
No, it's the song off of Millennium, the big song, the Larger Than Life.
Oh, Larger Than Life.
Yeah, because it's got a great rock track to it. Like it's popped out, but if you stripped it down to guitar, it'd be a great rock song.
All the Backstreet Boys. Now I want to listen to some Backstreet Boys. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Brings me back, to my young days when I was but a child.
But a wee lass.
And that makes you larger. Bam, bam, bam.
I didn't know that one as much. Mine was Backstreet's Back.
Backstreet's
Everybody!
Back. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Millennium, I think, came after it, and that was like the last album I listened to the Backstreet Boys on.
Yeah. Eventually it was like
After that, I was too cool for school.
too cool for the boys.
Oh yeah, no, but I was like super. I had a poster on the wall and everything, and I actually realized I also want to get a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah, the Backstreet Boys were cool.
I went straight from the Backstreet Boys to Hollywood Undead. Not a great decision.
I don't know that last one, but I take it it's not quite as poppy.
The opposite, really.
It's poppier?
Mm-mm.
Now I'm just confused. You need to keep the instructions simple. Awesome. Otherwise, I'm just going to get lost. It's just
There's a lot
how
of
I am.
complaining and yelling.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. It's like emo. Screamo. Scene.
It is very seen.
I'm okay with that. There's nothing a bit of Panic at the Disco can't fix. But I am very old school in my scene. I'm old, as you know.
Let me ask you a question about Panic at the Disco.
What?
Have you seen the music video where everyone has fishbowls on their head?
No, but I've never been that much into music videos. Like, I've seen a few, but, like, it's not, oh my god, there's a song, I wonder if there's a music video for it. I should go and look for that.
Most of the music videos I've seen is from looking up old songs on YouTube
Mm.
and then being like, oh, there's a music video for this. Fuck it, I'll watch it.
I will usually, if I have to choose, I think I'd look more for a lyric video, because I like to know what these songs are about.
What songs are about?
Just songs in general. I have the choice between a music video and a lyric video, I tend to go for the lyric video, unless I know the lyrics already very well.
Usually I Google the lyrics and then I watch the video, just because I like, especially like a lot of music videos for songs that I've been singing for years, and I've just never known like what the video was about. Like it's not Incubus, it's son of a bitch.
I'm not sure I know that band.
Starts off with "I'm not a perfect person."
Yes. Uba Stank.
Who was Stank? Thank you. The music video for that, like again, a song I've been singing for years. I'd never seen the music video before, and I watched it for the first time like a couple years ago. I was like, wow, this was totally different than I expected. I just thought it was
Yeah,
cool.
isn't it like a car crash or something like
It's a
that?
car crash, but it's actually like a heist. And like the girl's not even hurt, but like it's supposed to look like that through the whole time. Is that she got hurt while they were trying to rob the place or something? It's cool.
I know that song because I spent that summer, the summer where it was super popular, was like the first summer I really started to work, and I was working washing dishes in a restaurant, and all we had was the radio, and all they played was this fucking song and Usher's yeah, 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 and I could not stand both of these songs. I was just like, this is 20 times a day. I don't care about yeah or about your reasons. Just shut up.
I fucking adore that song. It came on Pandora while I was at work today. I was belting that shit.
And this is not because it's a bad song. I just, when you're forced to listen to something for an extended period of time,
No, I got you.
it reaches into your sanity.
There was a popular song that I think just about everything by Five Finger Death Punch I have hated because it's so overplayed. And I also hated them because the first song I heard by them was a cover, and I don't respect covers 100% of the time.
You
I
don't?
Yeah, it's
guarantee
Bad
it was
Company.
Bad Company. Okay.
No matter how good your cover is, even if it's better than the original, you still deserve zero creative credit.
I
Like,
love covers. Give me
But-
25 versions of the same song.
but like sometimes like a really good cover does come along. Like Bad Wolves did a fantastic cover of Zombies recently. Oh, I guess recently, like last January, I guess.
I think
But now it's so
disagree with you
overplayed,
on
I
this
can't listen
point.
to it anymore.
I think covers have creative merit to them.
I
It's just
disagree
not in the way that you're looking at it.
completely. Like you get no credit for doing a cover, even if it's better than the original.
What if you're the first performer to perform a song, but you didn't write it?
Tough to say, but I'd still, because I think Backstreet Boys only wrote like one song their entire career.
Most artists don't write their own songs. I say most, but it's a It's a large.
Most
number.
pop artists don't
Most
write
pop
their own
art,
songs.
All right, we got everybody back. Let's get to it.
Yes, that's right, Kitty.
I literally had to carry the chair that he was sitting in over to my computer because he's like in the middle of the apartment just going, oh, nobody loves me. And
And he wouldn't come when you called him, so you had to pull the entire chair.
literally carried the chair over, placed it next to me, and now he's like, oh, I get rubs. Wish I knew how to do this on command. God,
Oh.
you're a dummy.
So what would y'all like to do?
We're still missing the one winch, so we're gonna go and look for that, I believe.
Okay.
Ja.
Winches the message.
We got all the doors here, so that's good.
So Brian,
Mhm.
my spatial understanding of this place is not as good as Elric's. Where is the direction we haven't explored here?
You have. Let's see. Yeah, you have not gone to the west here. You essentially seem to have gone in a circle around the exterior. And
Okay.
you're missing the center.
Ah, to the center. I come up here. Oh, do you guys want to take a short rest? Like I'm not really starved of any resource, but like we don't have our cleric here. I
Mhm.
can't see a reason not to.
Mhm.
I'm okay, so I will leave the decision to people who are less okay. Like the cat.
Like the cat.
And Jacob.
I mean, it's just hit die for mostly for me and Leona.
I think I can keep going. I just want to be careful.
Fantastic.
So is that a yes or a no?
Then we're going to take a rest.
Okay.
All spins a bit die.
Short rest. I only have like the 1 hit point missing, so I think I'll hold off on the hit dice. I will play fetch with Pantouf instead in the library. We'll go to the library and we'll play some fetch.
Then I would like
Six.
one of you to make, one of you being one of Tira and Pantouf, to make a perception check at disadvantage because you're playing fetch.
It was just so fun. We couldn't resist.
If it matters, I would suggest we move out of the room with 4 entrances to take this rest.
It doesn't matter that I have disadvantage, sir, because I can't roll word shit tonight.
I would have, if I was paying attention, but I wasn't, I would have agreed with you.
Are you moving out of the room?
I think, yeah, take the rest too would be smarter too.
Okay.
And look, we have 12 pieces of a table here. Play some cards.
All right.
Pet the fucking cat.
The rest of you, I don't mean the rest of you. You all get a short rest. Take about an hour. Yeah, nothing happens.
Excellent. We play good fetch though, right?
Roll animal handling. It's pretty good. Pantouf seems happy, although he gets confused sometimes and picks up some of the rotted furniture.
I mean, I think I'm throwing rotten furniture at this point, so it's not always the same piece, but I think a rotation is good. All right. I give him some scritches. Good. And we're ready to head out.
Okay.
Perception stealth. Let's get this door out of my face.
Roll it.
Puta.
Okay. The door is out of your face.
You
You
did
heard
it.
nothing. And when you enter this room, everybody dies.
All right, good game.
Yep.
We
Excellent.
did it.
New campaign. No, this room looks like it was once much more sumptuous. You see a small throne on the north wall. Not a small throne, a stone throne against the north wall. You can see that there used to be gems encrusting it, but they have all been pried out and stolen since. It probably once was also gilt with gold, but that has been chipped away very obviously. In one corner, there is a 7-foot tall humanoid skeleton that is broken into many pieces.
A skeleton, Jacob. Is that good enough? Or do you need like the full body? It's okay. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Oh, sorry. I think I can have fun with that. No, wait. I didn't sound right.
I think I understand what you mean.
So, this skeleton is incredibly old and in very bad shape.
No, never mind.
No. You can attempt to. You can attempt to use it. What are you going to attempt to cast on the skeleton?
Well, I was gonna try to just animate dead and use it as a body.
All right, I'm pulling up animate dead. Hang on. I would like you, because this is such an old and broken skeleton, I would like you to make a spellcasting ability check.
Trying that's just an intelligence check.
And add your proficiency. So make a spell attack.
Okay, so yeah, that would be that.
Oh no.
Well, it'd be. I have intelligence is +7, and then my proficiency is 4. Oh, but that's okay. My intelligence is +3. Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
Oh,
We're just not rolling well tonight.
I'm not rolling at all.
So when you cast the spell, you feel the spell start to take hold. But this skeleton is bigger than a normal human. And it is larger than what you're used to commanding. And it's older, and it has been shattered. You feel like it's going to take more energy to...
If I see him having trouble getting it up, can I give him a hand?
So
Just a friendly helping hand.
it is going to take... you can spend another spell slot, and for each level you get another roll. So
okay.
you can spend a level 1 spell slot to roll that again. You can spend a level 2 spell slot to roll at advantage. You could spend a level 1, and Elric could spend a level 1 for you to roll at advantage.
I have 100% of my spell slots. What do you need from me, baby?
If you wouldn't mind spending, just giving me a little level 1-ish.
I'd give him a level 2.
Okay.
Oh, God.
You can roll that again at advantage, so just roll it twice.
Okay.
Nice.
As the bones start to knit together, Elric reaches out and channels energy into Jacob, who pulls it into him. Elric, you feel this. You feel him drawing the energy out of you, and almost as if he would keep drawing it, you have to break the connection yourself. It's not as though he was doing it maliciously, but just he's not used to this sort of connection with another wizard either. But the energy flows through Jacob, and he channels it into this construct of his, which assembles itself together, standing a good 8 feet tall, large horned head, gazing emptily around the room, waiting for Jacob's command.
I'm gonna try to stay away from the skeleton because I know what my helm does to them. Or maybe I could remove it. If I remove it, would he be okay? I don't want to break Jacob's new friend.
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, I will remove the elm for now.
Okay.
Take it off, slow-mo, shaking of the hair.
I don't know if we've seen another bone here that we can get Pontouf to keep him distracted for a while.
He knows not to attack.
The only other bones you've seen was the archway of dragon bones. That was the entrance.
Fuck yeah. Don't worry, Pontouf. We're going to hit that place up on the way out.
Awesome.
All right.
I have a creepy minotaur skeleton.
It's really nice. Well done.
Yeah,
Should it?
That's the first. That big one.
It's large and in charge.
And
I appreciate the help, Albert.
it even forms what looks like an axe-like weapon out of a shoulder blade and what looks like a femur, what might have been another minotaur.
Oh my goodness.
It is standing, gazing emptily, just into the distance, waiting.
Let's go find something to fight.
Brian, shoulder blade was a good choice of bone there.
Mm-hmm.
Should he go first?
I was thinking jawbone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's a blade, Tony.
Yeah. But the jawbone of an ass is a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've read about it in the Bible, and I trust it implicitly.
Everything in there is 100% truth.
I love tying foxes' tails together, lighting them on fire, and having them run through a village.
So what would you guys like to do?
Listen at this door.
Sneak. Listen.
Roll
Open.
me some sneak, roll me some listen.
Good sneak. Good sneak. Good listen.
Brian, can I get control of the Minotaur guy?
No. Just tell me where you want him to go.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to lead the way
Okay.
to kind of protect.
Okay.
No,
Do you
no.
order him to move quietly?
Yes.
Oh, Pantouf's thing is not as good. I checked the saving throw instead of the regular check. Not that it matters because the
Minotaur boom, 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 and slams into the door with both horns, and then realizes the horns are too wide to fit through this little passage.
They're just down the hall.
Backs up,
Jacob's just smiling.
turns sideways, finally squeezes in.
I have a few cliff notes for next time on that. But
Nailed it. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to.
You open this door, Brian.
Okay.
I told him to go, and then I said I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't say it all at once. I said go quietly. His name is Quietly. I really. It's my fault.
We have been here before.
Gotta watch your comma usage.
there's a whole world of difference.
Oh, the Metal Gear Solid 5 feels are hitting me hard.
Can you feel it in your arms, in your legs?
I can feel it in the air tonight.
I can feel it, Mr. Krabs.
I don't feel so good.
All right. So do I think we've missed any area on this first floor?
Why don't you make an intelligence check for me?
I'm good at these. As soon as I figure out how the logical progression of my sheet works.
Yeah, you definitely think you've missed something, but you're not certain where.
All right.
Didn't
Am I
something
allowed to?
weird happen when I'm sorry, when somebody sat in the throne at the Dwarven Forge?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did somebody get powers?
It enchanted somebody's weapon.
Yes, it enchanted Tira and Pantouf's.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I am not aware of that. I just go looking for something.
All right.
Hey, Elric, you want to do me a favor?
I suppose.
Sit in that throne.
Insight check.
Make it.
The last time I sat in a throne, good things happened.
I sit in the throne.
Okay, I would like you to enjoy a nice, comfortable sit.
If
There
I
any-
fits, I sit.
Are there any buttons or anything under the arms?
No, it looks like once there were jewels and fancy scroll work, but everything has been pried loose, and all that's left is a stone chair. But you can make an investigation check for me.
I mean, I guess I'll help look for secret doors or something.
Perfect, 5 out of 7. There's a space to the north of us that we have not been through because the hallway is more northly of that. I believe.
Should we maybe just investigate? Look for secret doors, maybe?
Well, this statue still needs to hold something, right? Have we found anything it would like to hold?
No.
Just sticks. Give them some sticks.
But
Three
we also,
sticks.
the last time we looked at the statue, I think we determined that it wasn't supposed to move either. We thought it was a passage the first time.
I thought when somebody asked if it was supposed to move, they were looking to see if it was like animatable. I don't actually. Listen, that was like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just check again? Brian, does it look like this statue is made to move out of the way to reveal something behind it? Or
Would you like
open
to roll an
something?
investigation check?
Didn't it look like something belonged in the hand of the statue?
Yeah. Oh, I already rolled one. Well, take what you pick. 5 or 7. Or 13 or 7. 5. 9.
9.
In that area.
Numbers. Choose one.
There's just too many numbers.
All I found is 6.
Well,
So you look at the statue and you tend to focus on the outstretched hand, which it doesn't. You haven't found anything that would fit inside the grooves in the outstretched hand.
Can I examine the grooves?
Mhm.
I assume the hand is
oh.
level. Because I can make whatever I want out
Well,
of
it
the
was like-
material.
A gym shape or something?
Yes.
And I remember last session, every room we went into, I was looking for a gym-like object.
Larry, you should be able to move quietly the Minotaur skeleton now.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh man, that name shall live on.
Quietly.
So, something we could try is I could make the shape that fits in the grooves out of metal.
How long would it take you?
An hour.
Hmm.
I just wonder if it has to be an arcane object. Like if it, I mean, it could work, but I don't want you to expend resources that could.
So alternatively, I could use the wall behind it as materials to make an object, which would also just destroy the wall.
Well, the gems are missing from the throne. Maybe the only way to get it is to go. How dumb would this be? We have to go back, take it from its hand, then go forward again to put it back in its hand.
That's what we're doing for the other gems.
Yeah, I feel like this might be something that
Why
we
they're
could solve
missing.
in a different time period.
Right, but like it's so difficult to know what we're supposed to solve now and what we're supposed to solve in the future past.
Mhm. I do have this new thing. I don't know if it changes anything or adds anything special, but I do have this thing with my level in Rogue, Inquisitive Rogue, of eye for details that I can make an investigation to uncover or decipher clues. Can I look for some clues in this room about
Sure.
what might fit or how it could move?
Sure.
Maybe?
Absolutely.
It's better than a 9.
You look and you examine the hand as well, and you see that the indentation looks like it is simply there to keep something from falling out of the hand. It doesn't look like it's part of any mechanism or like it's meant to move in any way. But while you're looking, Pantouf comes up and he boops you, trying to get you to pay him. But you're very busy looking, and he gets very insistent and almost knocks you off your feet. You grab hold of the arm just to catch your balance, pulling the arm down, causing the statue to swing aside, revealing the secret door behind it.
Well, there you go. Well done, boy. I'm gonna give some scritches to Pantouf because he did well. He was a little insistent there for a moment, but it was a good job.
Quietly, that one set the bar. You've got to, up your game a little bit. Quietly, lead the way. Onward.
Dum, 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 dum,
Oh.
dum.
Oh,
Oh, it's another winch room.
Okay.
The hidden
Okay.
winch.
Hold on. We've got this puzzle. Oh wait, did we already do this one?
no,
No,
it's
we
the
didn't.
one we're missing. It's gonna be the first one, 52.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
quietly.
Quietly has no problem. He spins it like a top and sets it. You have to tell him when to stop. He doesn't know numbers, but
keep
you're able
going.
to get him to stop it on, you said 52?
Yes.
Yes, it should be the first one, right? The first set of numbers.
It is the first set of numbers that starts moving.
52.
Perfect.
Okay. And the next room to the east is another one of these focus gems. This one is set in the floor and is pointing upwards. And again, when you enter that room, your hair stands on end, as if there's a large amount of energy being channeled through here.
Okay.
So let's head up the stairs.
Yeah, second floor, right?
Are you going up? No need to move. I'll move you. Are you going up the stairs, or are you going up the elevator?
The stairs are closer. I imagine we can just walk.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's closer, we can walk.
Sorry. You said not to move you, and I moved me.
Oh, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Try to do something that may or may not work.
Just a second. That stuff move.
And mentally, we can tell Al that we're moving forward. And Peric, if you want to get ready, we have all the numbers set. I'm sure you want to come back in time with us. Or do you want to stay here?
Oh, I don't really know.
I feel like it might be better if you come with us. Because if something bad happens and we don't return, then you'd just be stuck here with Al. Unless that's what you want, of course.
No, you're probably right. Man, my map got messed up. Hang on. Good enough. Okay.
Also, I'm so happy that Jacob finally has a minion.
A good one too.
Yeah.
I'm not unhappy about him.
So when you come up the stairs to the second floor, this room has an opening in the floor that looks down onto the crystal control console. There's no railing or anything.
It's not OSHA compliant.
No. And there's no hole in the ceiling above either. There are 3 doors, one in each direction.
Brian, can I focus with Skalmar and sense the presence of any dragons within 5 miles?
Ooh.
I don't know if this is going to include the corrupted dragon drake creatures, but I figured it was worth a shot.
Yes, you can. Scalemar, you draw Scalemar and begin to focus, and Scalemar goes, well, let me see. There's nothing outside literally nothing outside the temple. That's weird. Oh, got some here. Yes, right there.
Want to kill him?
Very much.
Fantastic. Tira, can you check that door? There are dragon creatures that way, about 25 feet.
Okay, that's very precise. That's cool. Give me just a sec.
In
Be
another
quiet.
life, I knew the exact distance from me and the person who resurrected me, so I'm used to it.
I asked to be quiet, but quietly does not respond to that name.
He's just sort of standing and swaying right now between the stairs and the hole in the floor. He's very unsteady.
I don't hear anything, but it's very loud in here. I'll open it stealthily. I didn't hear anything, so I think we're good.
Okay, make a stealth check.
And then I'll move in still quietly. Or unless you want to go first, Leona.
I would rather.
All right.
I'll also move quietly.
Jacob is the only one who can move quietly.
Yeah, I'll move quietly.
Sorry.
Do you
I
want?
start shaking my hands furiously,
Okay.
and I'll just throw the cat in right there.
Well, it's all right. They're gonna be in the next room. So, Jacob, do you want to have quietly barrel down the door?
Of course.
Give us a second. I would like to have a shot at them, if at all possible.
All right.
So when we enter the door, they're going to be to our left.
Rah!
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone who wants to sort of be hidden, roll stealth.
Hopefully I'm far enough away. I'll try it.
Tira,
Yes.
as you approach the focusing crystal on the wall that is pointed at the room you are all looking at,
Wait a
you
second.
start to feel tingling all over you. You think you may not want to stand that close to it.
Is it? Yeah. So it's bad tingling, is what you're telling me.
No, it's
Don't stand.
all of the hair on your arms is standing straight out. You're starting to see little bits of electricity go across your metal jewelry.
Okay.
And your hair is smoking.
It smells like burnt hair.
Imagine if you were standing inside a microwave oven.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna move. I hear that this thing gives you cancer. Yeah, I'll step. Is it here better?
Yes.
Do it, Tira.
Yes.
I can take it.
You feel like anything inside the alcove might not be a great idea.
Okay. I will warn everybody to not go in there. This feels a little tingly. Just don't go. It's your hair starts to rise and then smoke and then smell.
So, does your Pontouf, does he accept fleas, large elven-shaped fleas?
You want to ride him?
Well, he's just a little bit faster than me. Every time I try to give one of those handlers to Hebliana here, he's always there.
I'll Tira will look to Pantouf. Pantouf will look. Give you a smell. Let's see if he trusts his instincts.
I have to smell better than the necromancer.
Whatever the case, don't stand in a line at the doorway.
That has been a problem historically.
He thinks you're legit. He will allow you.
He will allow.
I mount Pontouf Blade drawn, king of the new world. I scritch him behind the ears and I say, bring me to battle, pup.
Okay. You
Yeah, I'll step to the side here. I don't want to be in the line.
you open the door. Quietly opens the door. Loudly.
This is gonna get confusing.
Now, this is where I don't have handouts. What I'm going to do is put an image on the tabletop. I think I can do this, and you would all see it. Did that zoom for everybody?
No.
Okay.
Zooming out. Don't see anything.
So here's a thing.
Okay.
Dynamic lighting is covering it.
Yeah.
Right. So can
Could
you
you
click
move it?
on it and then hit the letter Z on your keyboard?
I can
can't
click
solve
on
it.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. We'll get there.
I believe.
Try now.
Ah. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Yes, that worked. Oh, this all looks so familiar.
So
Huh.
Hmm.
What is this?
when you open the door, the door opens onto a landing at the top of a freestanding staircase. The stairs lead down to the floor of a cubicle room that is lit by a radiant blue aura. In the center of the room, atop a stone pedestal, is a colossal machine. 3 enormous, counterbalanced 1/4 arcs of tarnished brass are mounted on swivels. It's unsettling. There are 6 doors that exit the room, counting the door you just opened. All have a strange glow around their edges. Each one is perched at the top of a staircase identical to yours, but they're all oriented wrong. Some appear to lead down into the floor, others lead sideways into the walls. One leads up into the ceiling. Each wall has a pedestal like yours, but they seem to defy gravity by standing on the walls and the ceiling. When you look into the room, you see 2 of those drake creatures. Only they look almost transparent. Also in the room, you see what looks like a young woman. She has long brown hair. She's wearing a green cloak, light armor. She's carrying 2 swords, and she appears to be trying to fight both of the creatures. She is also transparent.
Okay. Do they react at all when when quietly opens the door?
Yes, you see the creatures all, both of the drakes turn and look, and then turn back to the woman who, when they looked, stabbed one of them.
Nice.
You see one of the creatures start to inhale its breath weapon, and she ducks behind this large central pedestal as it exhales and misses.
She's good.
It looks like she is looking for an opportunity to make a break for a door. But she doesn't seem to be looking at your door.
Does the woman look familiar? Just besides she's wearing a green cloak and wielding 2 swords.
Make a history or an insight check.
Anybody?
Only people who are close to the door.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Is this Drazita Doerden?
No, she's human, definitely. And neither of you recognize her. Both of you, though, are close enough to the door to realize that you should have heard when she stabbed the creature, but you heard no sound.
Oh. So can we move into the room at this point?
Yes, I'm done describing, and now time is ticking.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
So what would you like to do?
I throw my cat into the room to see how gravity works.
It works exactly the way you would think. The cat falls down onto the stairs and then runs down the stairs.
Is quietly in the way, or can I?
He will also run down the stairs.
Yeah.
That sounds like something Quietly would do. Pantouf will follow.
Well, the Expendables are out there. I mean, no.
So there are 6 exits, one on each wall, and one on the floor, and one on the ceiling.
Yes. You see that all of the exits are glowing except for the one you came through and the one that it looks like this woman is attempting to get to. Although as you're entering the room, she fakes towards one of the others on one of the walls, trying to get the creatures to go towards it, but they don't seem to be fooled. They also do not seem to be paying any attention to any of you as you're coming into the room.
Does the glow of the doors seem to match the glow of the thing that's behind us?
You aren't close enough into the room to tell.
Okay, I'm gonna close enough. I want to see if
It does.
so. Those. I don't think we should go into any of the rooms that are glowing. Just probably everyone figured that out. Just saying it out loud.
The device in the center of the room has a ladder that leads up it. And I'm sorry, I deleted the picture because I totally didn't realize that it would delete it for everybody else.
Well, I, for one, would like to make a break to the other door that's not glowing, the one that the woman's trying to get into.
Yeah.
I don't know where that would be positioned.
That's okay. We're going to do this part theater of the mind because this is such a weird room.
Yeah, this is
different.
This is very strange. Brian, I have to know where you got these images.
I will tell you when
after
we're done.
Thank
Should we
you.
attack the monsters?
It's killing me.
Should we try to help the woman?
If we can.
I'll throw a rock at one of the monsters just see if it's real.
It passes through the monster, but the monster does react. It turns to look at you and it growls. You can see it's snarling, but you can't hear it.
Pantouf will growl right back.
So clearly we can only interact with creatures that are on the same layer of the cube as us.
And
Makes
as you're
sense.
standing there for the first time, as the rock flies by, the woman sees it, turns and apparently sees you for what must be the first time. And she starts pointing at the center as one of the creatures goes to attack her.
And these are hollow.
These are
Creatures,
definitely
right?
hollow.
Can I go up the ladder to the machine?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd like to follow behind.
As you climb the ladder, you feel that strange tingling, but it doesn't feel bad at all. When you get up to the ladder, all of a sudden, at the top of the ladder, there's a strange twisting sensation. And now everyone behind you, all of your friends, are transparent. You can no longer hear them, Jacob. You hear the growls of these creatures, and you hear the
Oh
woman,
no!
and you hear her saying to herself, almost just saying, now this one will move to the left a little bit, and then that one he is going to attempt to feint, and then she stabs one on the right, and it yips and dances back a little bit, almost as if she is calculating what they are doing.
Let's
Or
get up
she's
that
done
ladder
it
then.
before.
Can I
Yeah,
command
seen her
quietly?
first rodeo.
Can I still command quietly?
Yes, he is down on the floor, although Elric is just behind you. So you are at the top of the ladder, and now that you are at the top, you see there's another ladder on the other side you could climb down.
Okay.
Elric is coming up the ladder just behind you.
Yeah, I'll try to. Well, I guess Pantouf will have to stay here, unless he's able to climb ladders. But I don't think he
He
is.
could possibly try. He could also
Okay.
try to jump.
Okay, jumping is more like his thing, I feel.
What is the intelligence saving throw for? Elric.
Did I roll an intelligence saving throw?
You did.
I don't know.
So I would like you to make a charisma saving throw. No, I'm just kidding.
To appease me.
I would also like to make my way up the ladder.
Yeah.
I would like to start murdering things.
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone who is heading up the ladder,
Mm-hmm.
which is everyone.
Does Pantouf have to make a save to try, or check to try and
He
get
does
up?
need
Or
to
he can
make a
just...
strength check for me.
Athletics or strength?
He can make an athletics.
Cool, because he's good at those.
Oh yeah, he jumps to the top. He politely waits for everyone to finish climbing up.
He is a very polite puppy.
Although quietly, sort of does not wait for Pantouf. He bowls his way up and then jumps down, grabs one of the creatures, and literally just squeezes it until it pops. At the same time, the woman stabs the other one. They both evaporate. And she looks around at all of you and says, well, that was some good timing.
In the nick of time.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Jacob.
I'm Tira.
She looks at you and the skeleton minotaur and the floating skull, and she takes a step back towards the door.
I'm a lawyer.
She takes
He's
another
actually
step
very
towards
nice.
the door.
He's very nice, I assure you.
Is this 52, 83, 73, 56, 74, 47?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shit.
Well, I'm Tira. This is Jacob, as he introduced himself. This is Leona. This is Elric. And what is your name?
Jane.
Jane. It's very nice to meet you. What are you doing here? Do you know where this place is? Precisely?
I do, well, mostly precisely. And I'm here. I don't know what those things were. They're new. I don't like them. I'm here with my friends, mostly because a couple of them wanted to read some books. I found it boring and I wanted to go explore. And then I found those things and I stabbed them.
Did you say your name was Jane?
Yes,
Does your group have a name?
we do.
What would it be?
Well, Peltar and Koborth thought we should call ourselves the Black Osprey. I think it's pretentious.
I try not to geek out. The Black Osprey? What year is this? What year is this?
What year is it?
She looks at you strangely, and she says, "Are you telling me? Oh, this is good."
You've seen this sword before, yes?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Draw Scalmar.
Oh,
Is one of their-
She sheathes her own weapons, and she sort of goes over and reaches out a hand. She doesn't take it from you. She just kind of touches it. She says, "Oh, so many gems."
Wait, gem? Does Scalmar have gems again?
Skelmar gets gems as he kills dragons.
Yeah, but I thought he didn't have any.
No,
He's killed dragons.
He's killed many dragons.
Oh, he's missing his sheath. I don't know what I was
Missing
thinking.
his sheath. Yep.
But a member of her party owned Scalmar before we
Yes.
found him.
Durnan Hammerdelve?
Okay.
No, Korboth. Coborth.
Coborth.
So
He says,
Corborth is with you then?
"Oh yes, he and Skelmar there are going to be quite jealous."
Oh,
And
this
then
is
she
You have to take his sheath to fulfill the prophecy.
Then she turns back. I don't remember who asked what year it was. And she goes,
Tara.
and she looks at you and she says, "Darling, it is 5,221.
And it probably 600 years in the past, right?
540.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that worked then.
She looks delighted. She says, "Oh, Nimbleton is going to owe me 10 gold." And she starts to turn. She says, "Would you like to meet them?"
Yes, very much so. Right?
Yes.
very much so. I just can't believe we did what it worked. What happened?
Don't know. I'm surprised too.
She says, "Nimby didn't believe this place actually worked. We weren't here to use it or anything. We just wanted the library.
Well-
Now, we do need to be quiet." And she points at the Minotaur. She says, Can that thing be quiet?"
Oh, it's his first name.
It's quietly.
It's his middle name too. It's quietly quiet.
What was that, Elric? I'm sorry. I don't.
So, we'd set up the winches, but we didn't activate the time travel, right? Or what did
So
the
there's
winches?
two kinds of time travel.
Uh-huh.
There's the time travel that moves the entire facility. Right?
Mhm.
That's what you did when you activated the winches.
Okay.
It just happens when you get the right combination.
Yeah.
But the only way to move between essentially instances of the facility in time once you've activated the winches is to literally do what you guys just did and go through this room. This one room connects to all of the instances of this temple in all times.
That's why it's so weird.
That's why it's so weird. And why the place now looks clean as she opens this door. And she says, "Follow me."
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
more stuck in the walls.
Oh, I'll get him. I'll get him.
Sorry. There we go. I was gonna have him zip by. Oh boy.
She points at the focusing crystal. She says, "Steer clear of those."
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured, and we didn't even get damaged by it. Oh, this is amazing.
This is much nicer.
Right. They're down in the library. Let's. And she opens this door, and on the other side of the door is a young elven woman who is stepping off of the little elevator thing. and seeing the floating skull immediately next to her friend, points a finger and a thorn whip lashes out at Mort.
Bah!
Mort just sort of bobs down. The whip goes over his skull, and he bobs up and he goes, "Hey, Toots, nice to meet you."
Quietly give our new friends a wave.
Maybe Mort shouldn't go first, Jacob. Just before we can make introductions.
But he's kind of our mascot.
If you put Mort in quietly, can he control him like a suit?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mort goes, "I don't know. Let me give it a try." And he goes, and he floats over too quietly. He says, "Open up, big guy," and quietly opens his mouth. Quietly opens his mouth, and Mort floats into it and quietly sort of gently clamps down on Mort and says, "Look at me, I'm driving."
Oh, that's awesome. It's a Geiger. It's a Geiger Mort.
The elf woman comes up and says, "Jane, you've made friends."
I love magic now.
And Jane nods and says, "Well, they're odd, like all adventurers, it seems."
Guilty as charged.
And the elvish woman nods and says, "Yes, well, most adventurers are odd. So, Peltar has discovered something, and of course demands your presence. Should we go? Do your friends want to come?"
Library, right?
I guess we don't really have anything else to do.
Good.
Well, we do, but
It is clear to the library. We should go quickly.
Yeah,
Lead
let's
the
do
way.
it.
And she will lead the way to the library.
This is a druidy person.
I think so.
She looks druidy.
Does
Please
the name
stop moving
Valence
everything I
come
need
up?
to copy.
Oh, sorry, I keep doing that.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
I
why
just love-
that's why I ask.
I love the idea of the Geiger Mecha Mort. Mecha Mort.
Mecha
There we
Mort.
go.
But they lead you back down to the first floor, and immediately south into this library. Where you see, and I will move you all to the map in a moment. As you enter, you see a dwarf sitting at a long table looking incredibly bored. He seems to be playing some kind of dice game with a human male. There's she looks human, probably woman, reading almost furiously at the table. And as you enter, she looks up at Jane and she says, "I found it." And map.
Library. I like that their portraits all fit.
That was the hardest part. And as you enter, Jane introduces you to Coborth, the dwarf, to Nimbleton, who is the human male who's playing dice with the dwarf, to Valis Neria, who she was walking, who led you down, and then to Peltar, who is the other woman here.
She's got the purple hair.
Yes, the one with the purple hair. Who shakes her head and says, Andrea.
Andrea? Like she's correcting what she wants to be called?
Yes.
Hmm. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Jacob, as you start talking, you get an urge, a desire. You feel like there's something you should say.
Oh,
You remember like 9 months ago?
yes. Shoot, wait, hold on. My note. Quiet, cock. My time to unfortunately shine.
You can do it.
Because my notes were destroyed when my
I got you,
hard
buddy.
drive broke. I'm going to the thing that you sent. Brian,
I
where did
wish
you
you to
send that?
say a phrase to the proper time and the proper person.
Nothing is more terrible.
Nothing
than
is more. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was the right one.
Mhm.
Sorry, you can read it. You obviously found it
The
first.
phrase he wants you to say is, "Nothing is more terrible than to see ignorance in action."
Well, nothing is more terrible than to see ignorance in action.
And the woman with the purple hair turns and looks at you a little oddly. For those of you who would like to see your deals, by the way.
We have a handout for them, right?
Did I make a handout? I made a forum post.
Aha.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find.
I just wanted to add it to my current notes for the new campaign.
So here is the forum post. Kabloom. So the woman with the purple hair turns to you and she looks at you a little quizzically, and she says, "Yet nothing is more ignorant than inaction. I welcome you, brother."
Oh gosh. The best part is I was gonna have Jacob be like, he's like intimidated by the purple hair woman because he thinks she's cute.
And the dwarf rolls his eyes super dramatically. I mean, so that his head goes back, and you can almost see under his beard. Is how hard he rolls his eyes, and he says, "Wizards and their fucking secret societies."
Wizards, am I right?
You get
And he
used to
points
it.
at Tira and he says, "She knows what I'm talking about. You are my favorite."
Oh. Well, I'm pretty cool.
I made that. I point it quietly.
I don't think that's going to score
he
you
looks
any
at Quiet and
points.
he says, "I killed that."
Oh. You didn't do that good a job. Oh God. And Jacob hides behind something.
And he
Jacob,
looks at
Jacob.
you, he glares, and then he laughs. And he says, "All right, maybe you're okay."
Yeah, Jacob would have like snuck behind each person in turn, trying to hide behind them.
Just like, no, too small. No, not large enough.
Yeah. In the end, Pontouf is just right.
Which one is Velisneria?
The elf woman, the top woman.
I will approach slowly. I don't want to look like a threat. Armed groups of adventurers meeting other armed groups of adventurers, and say, Valesneria.
She turns to you, and seeing you, she greets you with a somewhat archaic yet traditional and friendly greeting for your people who are obviously not her people. But she says in Elvish, "Greetings, kinsman. Are you here to kill me?"
I give a traditional response, which is not this morning, or something like that. Yeah, not today, not this morning, maybe this evening.
Then welcome and be at peace until then.
And I say, I'm afraid that I was hoping to ask you some extremely vague questions that I was hoping you might be able to answer.
Well, then I hope to give you some extremely vague answers.
Most delightful. And Tira's brother was looking to find her to ask her about what?
The plague.
See, this whole time business is rather... Well, it's above my understanding, but where I come from, there is a plague. I'm not sure if you are familiar with... And I just describe all the grossness of the plague.
The wizard stops you. And she says, perhaps here. And she hands you some paper and a quill and ink. And she says, write it all down. We'll seal it. What year are you from?
Is she asking me to write that down and seal it? Or
she's asking you to write down all the information.
Right. And she wants a legitimate answer to what year it is.
Yes.
I'd tell her the year.
Okay.
That's not the year that we're going to, though.
I don't care. Now, what we'll do is we'll seal this, and Valesneria, who lives much longer than the rest of us, except perhaps, well, me, she will open it at the right time, and please leave instructions in there for how to contact you when you return to your proper time. Better not to have too much foreknowledge.
I guess that's fair.
I'll give a long, slow nod, like I don't really agree necessarily, but I will comply. I'll just write instructions for how to contact where I assume we're going in the Veiled Lands, and also, oh shit, I'm the leader of the Resistance now. Fuck. God damn it. But just in case it makes it all the way to my current year, I'll also leave instructions on how to contact Tira's brother in that time.
Okay. Cool.
While they're writing stuff down, Tira is, because I mean, she's learned stories about these guys, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So she's a little starstruck. She will sit down and, I don't know, like play dice with these guys if they want to play, and just ask for stories and just listen to insides of their adventures. She's a big fan. She's a big
I'm
fan.
in for that.
Okay.
I can pair skill at some point.
So Koborth will look at your sword and say, aye, she's pretty, isn't she? She talks real nice.
Yours is female?
It's the same sword.
I always assumed mine was male.
I thought he was just basically talking about Leona.
He looks at you and goes, no, Scaramar sounds like my mother.
He sounds like someone named Alrox to me. Never understood why.
Father figure?
Your father figure.
Yes.
They find your issues and they just sound like it.
It's comforting, actually.
But they will sit there and play dice with you and tell you stories, and you get the idea that part of the dice gambling game is trying to one-up each other with stories.
Oh, cool. We do have some cool stories also.
Dragon, dragon.
Yeah. I mean,
Then what I would like to do for the rest of this session is play a game.
okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm really okay with that. That's way out of my comfort
I
zone.
know. Elric, first roll investigation. And as you're looking, Peltar is going to lean conspiratorially over to Jacob and say, would you like to see something interesting?
Yes, please.
She takes the book she was reading and she throws it as hard as she can out the doorway. And it disappears. And you hear a thud as you see it reshelved behind her.
So I've noticed two things with my observation. You have exceptional accuracy, and this is an incredible library.
Incredibly irritating. I can't take the books with me.
Well, it saves on, a salary for a librarian.
Late fees.
And late fees, you don't even have to worry about those.
She looks at you and she says, well, perhaps you have a point, but as far as librarians go, you just unseen servants and you teach the books where to go. That's not a problem. But then there's this whole not taking them. I have to stay here. I don't like leaving my study.
Well, I understand that. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the book is half full. I like to see the world as.
She
The
nods
page
in
is half
agreement,
written.
and she says, "I understand completely. It's like when you come to a new library. It's like when you get a fresh spell book and there are no spells in it, and you're ready to copy them in, and you're just ready to get started writing. You know that feeling."
Oh, yeah, no. Hey, watch this. Jacob puts down Liber of Honest and then
She
runs
takes 3
through.
steps backwards.
Her
Chair tips over, and the rest of her friends freak out because they look at her in shock as the color drains from her face.
Don't worry, it's cursed. It's cursed to me. It won't hurt you. Why is everyone staring at it? Right.
And that is where we're going to end up.
Oh, crap. Oh, no.
Check this shit out.
Check
Pull out
this
my
shit
phylactery.
out.
No, that's not the phylactery. That's just the book that's cursed.
I mean, you have both, right?
Yeah. The phylactery thing is tucked into my cloak.
I could have sworn that we were going to play a game.
There was mention of it.
You were going to play a drinking game with a dwarf and a human who likes to gamble. But
But
instead,
then
Jacob had to throw down a cursed...
He showed me
Oh my
a
Jacob
God.
whipped out his
Showing
book.
portrait.
Are
And
we
ruined
the
the whole
reason that
evening.
the Black Osprey are dead? Did we kill them?
Let's talk about this. When did the Black Osprey disappear? Only the druid needs live.
We're not gonna kill them. They're like my heroes. Okay.
And think about how much more powerful you'll be when you've absorbed their power.
Yeah, it's our 2-scale Mars. Dual wielding.
You'll be able to do
This way you could have a mother figure and a father figure. You could make them kiss.
She's just playing Barbies with her swords.
Well, I'm sorry. I messed up the game. Oh, no.
I did not read the social cues there right at all.
You have not messed it up yet.
Yeah, just Tira leans over. Read the room, Jacob.
You're measuring wizard dicks, and yours just happens to be cursed and lichy.
That is the best analogy.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
You just brought an STD to the table. You're just not down for that.
No one wants to see my book trick.
That was fun, though. Also, Quietly is the best name for this Minotaur.
loving my current undead minion, who will be quietly the first. There will be
And Minotaurs are super good.
Yeah.
So we
Just,
are inside the Sword of Lavellary, something
Nope.
like that, right?
You are
No.
not.
Okay.
Although Ulrich was wearing it.
Oh. Okay.
But we're not inside it. He's just wearing it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
For a second there, I thought it was both at the same time. I was like,
Nope.
we did it. We went back 600 years in the past.
Don't look a day under minus my age.
That is correct.
Awesome. Well, that was fun. And next week, hopefully, we'll split the difference and eventually you'll get back to the right time.
Yeah.
Someday.
The following week, not next week, but the following week, I will be in Spain. I will be
That is okay. Oh no, it's mine is the week after that. I will be in Mexico.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're checking
I
all of that.
will
The
be
Spanish
here.
culture.
So I wanted us to talk about, because next week is the week before Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
And then the following week is the week of Labor Day. I just wanted to make sure who was going to be where. I was planning to run next week. As long as-
I'm available.
Yeah.
Cool.
Brian,
Mhm.
I am always available for you.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm probably going to have us skip the following week.
Okay.
Is that the
And
6th? The end? Yeah.
the week of Labor Day.
Okay.
So we will see.
I don't-
And it's just because I'm going to be busy the whole weekend and not have time to prep that week.
Okay.
Brian, what are those images from? Oh my
They are
god.
from one artist's Tumblr. And
They look exactly like the Myst games.
Oh, no.
They look like
those
90s.
images. Sorry.
Those images.
I
Yeah,
thought
they
it
look
was
like
from
90s
Myth.
CGI.
Yeah.
No. So I'm not going to tell you which, but you are currently doing an adaptation of a module from Dragon Magazine.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is not what I thought that was.
I'm sorry, Dungeon Magazine.
Oh, old.
Yeah.
The other D.
This is actually a Dragonlance module.
Ooh.
That makes sense considering all the dragon.
No, that was. I've replaced the story and the monsters with the monsters you were going to be facing back in the Veiled Lands anyway.
Oh,
That's coincidence, but yeah. But when we get done, I'll tell you which module it was and all that. But that's where the images came from.
it looks like I've played a game with those exact images from like 1992.
No, this is.
No, it's like one step above like first Fallout, StarCraft graphics.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it does look like Fallout.
The ads in this issue are for like Baldur's Gate 2. So really old.
You can click the hamster. I already forgot his name. It says hamster and he squeaks. Boo squeaks in Baldur's Gate 2.
I've got to do a few things before I get ready to bed. So
Yep, I think.
thank you for the game.
You're welcome.
It's good hanging out with all of you.
Pick up next week.
Wish you
All
all
the
the best of nights.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you guys. Thanks for the awesome game.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.